Why, hello everybody and welcome to Lover's Enigma, a dark visual novel about falling in love with a ghost husband, or alternatively, an exorcist. Sounds interesting. Yeah, I don't know what to expect from this game. It was actually recommended to me by the developers themselves. But, first things first, this is just a demo only. I don't know when the full game is actually set to release, but with that being said, let's go ahead and jump straight into it, I guess. My name is, okay, can I actually put my full name? Let's see. No, I can't. Okay, so we're just going to go with Doc Leg. There we go. Ever since I was young, my mother's voice dictated my fate. Every word a reminder that my future was a tapestry woven from family obligations. The pinnacle of this was my arranged marriage to Kazuki. I got like a animated art style, huh? A budding journalist my mother had met at a coffee shop. Luckily for her, he was in his late 20s too, and looking to settle down. Reluctance gnawed at me, but I accepted, more to quiet my mother's persistence than out of any real desire. Love for Kazuki never blossomed, yet his friendship became a comforting presence, his kindness a balm for my uncertain heart. Then, just weeks after our wedding, he died. Suicide, they said. But something about the way he died, the timing felt wrong, terribly wrong. Yet, what can I do? I'm an actor in a play, stuck in a role I never chose. Every move and word feels scripted by someone else, and no matter how hard I try, I can't escape the part I'm supposed to play. It's been 40 minutes. All you hear is the relentless sound of your mother's voice. I hate this. Mom, I really don't think I'm ready for this. Please don't make me do this. Nonsense, dear. You're not getting any younger, and it's high time you moved on. I want to be happy. Besides, Ryota seems like a nice young man, and he's been asking about you. I know, but I still feel like something's missing, like I haven't properly said goodbye. He's still here. He's lingering. Oh, sweetheart. Always stuck in the past, aren't you? His thoughts. You need to stop dwelling on what's gone and start thinking about your future. Ryota could be a good opportunity for you. She doesn't know. It's not just about Ryota. Mom, there's something off about Kazuki's death. I can feel it. She never listens to me. Why won't she listen to me? Here we go again with your wild theories. The police investigated. They found nothing. Is he the only solution? There's something wrong. You need to accept reality, Doc Plague, and stop living in a fantasy world. What do you know? But what if there's some more to it than what they found? What if Kazuki's death wasn't an accident? Enough. I won't entertain your delusions anymore. You need to focus on being a proper wife and daughter, not chasing ghosts. Bitch. Yes, Mom. Good, now, I'll talk to you later, and remember, keep yourself together. We can't have any more embarrassing incidents like last time. You sigh and stare at the phone for a moment before glancing around the room. Your gaze wanders over the shrine in the corner, its eerie presence casting a shadow over the otherwise mundane surroundings. Maybe Mom's right. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Shut up, shut up. But I can't shake this feeling that something's not right. He's here. Stop talking, leave me alone. I can't hear myself think. You approach the shrine, a mixture of fear and determination coursing through your veins. It'll be fine, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. As you reach out to touch his death photo, a chill runs down your spine. It's fine. And you can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Day 1. You don't have to walk me back home every day. Also, you're a Ryota. It's no big deal. But still, going out of your way like this, I know you said you're okay with the whole still testing the waters kind of arrangement, but I can't help but feel bad about it. You hesitate for a moment, trying not to sound too patronizing. Anyways, thank you. I should head back. I don't want to take up any more of your time. Ryota's expression is still as unchanged as ever. I said it's fine. It's not a bother, really. I'm just making sure you get home safely. Oh, well, in that case, Ryota's chuckle feels forced as I looked at him. I notice the smile doesn't reach his eyes. Great, so same time tomorrow? Alright, thank you. Ryota looks at you and gives you that same unreadable smile before waving goodbye. Yeah, stereotypical forced relationship, I guess. You can't help but feel a pang of guilt and uncertainty as you watch him walk away. He probably doesn't want to get too involved with me anyways. I know he's just trying to be nice, but he's better off with someone with less baggage. Especially with everything that happened with Kazuki. You sigh softly, feeling the weight of your own problems. Maybe I should talk to Mom about easing up on her matchmaking. Your task list is stored on your phone. Each day, a new task will appear for you on the list. Try and leave incense for Kazuki, call Mom, meet Ryota at the lobby. Complete tasks will cross them off of your day. Some tasks, like leaving incense for Kazuki, will appear every day. Completing certain tasks will increase sanity, and for character-specific tasks will increase their affection for you. Okay. In the home screen of your phone, you can check your task and the task list, see your current contacts, look at pictures you've collected in your gallery, and check your emails. In your contacts list, you can view the details of all the important people in your life by clicking onto their portraits. You'll be able to see more details. Haruki, exorcist 24/7. We got Ryota, who has this... I don't even know what that is. Rin, do not disturb. Kazuki, unavailable. Yoko, with a cat emoji symbol. Mom, blessed every day. And we got Boss. And here you'll not only be able to see their last scene, you'll also be able to see how much affection they have for you at the bottom of this screen. So, Nishiyama Ryota. Last seen 3 months ago. Nishiyama Ryota, my childhood friend and colleague. We're now fake dating, no thanks to my mom. He's got like 50 affection. Time to stop looking at your phone and start preparing to go home. In this part of the game, you'll be allowed to free roam around the town. You may explore the town from 2000 to 2300. When you reach 2300, you will automatically head home. By clicking on the buttons centered outside the map, you'll travel to another area of the town. By clicking on the bottom center in the map, you'll interact with the male leads and the various townsfolk. Be sure not to stay out too late. You wouldn't want make your mom angry. Okay, so we got like a overmap, I guess. You avoid the river. It reminds you too much of Kazuki. We got the neighboring district. We got a library. Library is quiet. There's a book you could read about the city's past. XXX town in XXX prefecture used to be under the feudal lord by the name of Illegible. The family was influential in the political sphere during the Meiji era, but the sudden death of the young master caused the family to fall into ruin. Some say his death was no accident, while others say there was supernatural things at play. Well, that's enough reading for today. I have a feeling that's going to play later on. We got a cinema. The cinema is closed for today. There seems to be a notice on the door. We are currently closed for today and tomorrow to prepare for the first preview of the new movie XXXX. Where's our, like, house even at? Police station, convenience store. Oh. The alleyway looks dark and musty. Strange office. What is a... Oh, we can interact with the cat. There's a strange cat here. Pet the cat. Miyabi. Meow. Affection with Miyabi increased. There's a strange cat here. Can I pet him again? Meow. Oh, we could keep petting him. Or is our house the apartments? You walk down the corridor to your oh, okay, yeah, to your apartment. As you pass by your neighbor's unit, you hear a loud thud coming from the room inside. Then a scuttle of footsteps shortly after. The door clicks open and you see a familiar yet sporadic silhouette pop out from behind the door. Ren. You. Oh, before you can say anything else, he cuts you off. Can you stop leaving your trash outside? And when you leave the house during the day, you're always so noisy. I know you have nothing better to do, but some people have things to do, you know. Dude straight up looks like a femboy. He gives you the stupid look on his face, reminiscent of a certain 2008 anime. You want to yell at him and call him a stupid naggy bit. But you're an adult, and even though he's short and rude, he should be able to reason like one too. Also, he's a short stack. I'm sorry, I'll try not to be too loud next time. You expect him to continue berating you, but his expression softens. Seems as though he too was expecting some sort of resistance from you. Wow, you are short. Yeah, you'd better. Ren looks at you for a moment, a hint of defensiveness in his gaze, before reluctantly nodding his head and closing the door behind him. What a strange guy. I barely see him, and when I do, he lectures me. Sigh, whatever. Can't let some weirdo ruin my day. Okay, I guess go home. You finally enter your apartment. A groan escapes from your lips as you're finally able to kick off your shoes and collapse exhausted and onto the couch. Shut up. Why do I always have to deal with weirdos after a long day of work? Shut up, I'll hurt you. Stupid, shut up, stop talking. Sigh, speaking of work, I can't deal with it anymore. There's too much going on. Everyone looks at me with the same pitiful yet annoyed expression. Shut up. Stop talking. You're no better. Don't want your pity. Bitch, 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 bitch. They gossip about me behind my back, yet every time they see me, they offer some unnecessary advice. You're weak. It'll be so much easier if they just told me straight to my face that I'm weak. A burden. And Ryota, he's definitely not happy about this arrangement. And Kazuki, his death. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. I just need to keep it together somehow and then I'll be fine. I can't fall apart now, not yet. Not with everyone waiting for me to fall. Maybe you're right, maybe they're right. Maybe I am weak. Maybe I deserve their looks, their gossip. Maybe I deserve all of it. No, not again. Kazuki? It's him, please, let it be him. No, that one's real. Shit, shit, shit. It's happening again. Shit, shit. It's real. Or it's not. What is? No. Please, not again. Ding dong. Hello, anyone home? Oh, thank God. Yes, coming. You rush over to the door, open it frantically, in hopes of ignoring the strange noises coming from your apartment again. Hello? Sorry for the noise. What? No, who is it? Oh, who the hell are you? Hello. Your eyes widen in surprise at this weirdo's sudden dramatic entrance. A mix of confusion and skepticism on your face. What can I help you? The vibes from your home are not immaculate. I can already sense the bad spirits squirming around your abode. But no matter. I kinda dig his art style. I am Sotami Haruki, exorcist extraordinaire at your service. You blink, taken aback by Haruki's grandiose introduction. You were shaken up before, but now you're just simply perplexed. Who the hell is this guy? Exorcist? Haruki pauses for a moment, seemingly as though analyzing you a bit, his face showing a momentary tinge of shock. Then he shakes his head, as if to shrug off the thought before continuing on with his introduction. Indeed, your esteemed mother has employed my services to assist you with the spiritual disturbance plaguing this dwelling. Your skepticism grows as you eye Haruki warily. And you're sure you can handle it. Fear not, fair maiden, my reputation precedes me. While some may doubt my methods, I assure you I possess genuine spiritual prowess. Doubt fills your mind, but at this point, is embracing a bit of spiritual fanfare really the worst idea you've had? Ain't that the truth? Well, I suppose it can't hurt to give it a try. Haruki beams at you, his smile shrewd yet unreadable. Excellent, with your cooperation, we shall banish these troublesome spirits post-haste. Now, shall we begin? You hesitate, staring at the strange man once again. Alright, maybe letting some weirdo into your house isn't really the best idea. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Actually, I appreciate your offer, but I think it might be better if you come back another time. I need some, time to prepare myself for your methods. Haruka's smile falters, but he nods, reluctantly accepting your request. I understand, dear client, though I must say, the spirits may not be so patient. But if it's your wish, I shall honor it until next time, then. Well, that was interesting. Just like that, the exorcist disappears as mysteriously as he had appeared. You close the door to turn back into your apartment, trying to steady your breath. As the silence settles, a sudden tremor courses through the room. The furniture rattles, and the unsettling croaking noise fills the air again, sending a shiver down your spine. I thought it would be gone by now, but it's still happening. Okay, yeah, your apartment is probably 100% haunted. No, what was it? I need to check my phone. Yeah, leave incense for Kazuki. Forgot to do that. Oh no, crap, I must have forgotten to leave the incense out for Kazuki. No, damn it. As you approach the shrine, it begins to shake violently. Kazuki's death photo slips off the altar. You race to the shrine, your heart pounding in your chest. This is the slot machine. You need 3 matches to win, but if your sanity is high, you only need 2 to match. Press the spacebar or start playing, or to start playing, or click on the lever. So I gotta match 3. Oh, okay, I get it. It's a timing thing. There we go. Yay, we did it. You managed to catch the photo just in time, clutching it tightly as you stare at it. Your heart still beating loudly in your chest. Surprised at your own reflexes, you gaze at the photo longingly, wondering if some divine intervention had guided your hand. Take a deep breath, trying to collect your scattered thoughts. With trembling hands, you carefully place the photo back on the mantle. Stepping back, you let your eyes linger on the image, your heart heavy with a mix of confusion and longing. The room feels eerily quiet, the silence amplifying the turmoil in your mind. Kazuki? Shit. I'm losing it again. That's not good. I need to calm down. I need to calm down. What did she tell me? What was it? The bathroom, yes. I have to get to the bathroom. Normally you would get actual help in order to keep yourself together. But that's not an option for you, at least not now. So this is the next best thing in keeping things under wraps. What, are we gonna have like a mental breakdown? In this rhythm-based game, your goal is to match the beat by oh, it's a beat game, okay. Arrow icons will appear on the screen and sync with the music. Hit the corresponding arrow keys just when it lines up with the target zone. The more accurately you hit the keys, the higher your score. Keep calm and steady your heartbeat, and remember, suppress it. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's somewhat easy. Definitely not as bad as that one serial killer dating sim beat game I played. God, that was a nightmare to deal with. Oh, I missed one, but that's fine. Okay, it's picking up on difficulty now. What? 95, nice. I just missed one. Okay, I'm fine. I'm good. It's under control. My head hurts. I should go to bed. Take a look at the shrine. Kazuki Shrine, you try to tend to it every day, but today you can't bring yourself to touch it for some reason. Your stomach turns as you gaze at his death photo. He looks the same as he did the morning he left. You take a final look before turning away. Today has been so much already. Oh, I saw something. Alright. As you enter your bedroom, you fumble for the light switch in the dark. Your hand brushes against the sharp edge on your nightstand, and you feel a sudden stinging pain. You pull your hand back quickly, but it's too late. A small deep cut begins to bleed. Shit. You grab a nearby towel and wrap it around your hand, pressing deep into the cut, trying to stop the bleeding. Your vision blurs a little as you wince from the pain, but you swear you could see a weird symbol form amidst the blood splatter. Boyfriends, husbands, exorcist, even this stupid apartment. Seriously, I wish Mom would stop meddling with my business and making me do all of this for her. Yeah, this is like actually a very sad thing, because there are people out there who just like basically try to control and dictate everything that goes on in their child's lives, especially into like their early adult lives. Which, look, it's okay to guide your kids and teach them life lessons, like what's right or wrong, because that's what you're supposed to do as a parent. But you get those parents who try to like force things on their kids, like arranged marriages, for example, which is, they're pretty common in like Middle Eastern and of course Asian cultures. But the reason they don't, and the reason why they do this is to pretty much like strengthen family ties or to marry into wealthy families. But it's not a good idea because you can't really force feelings like that on people. And it often leads to like dysfunctional households or like a very neglectful family dynamic. Also, another good example would be like those pageant moms who forced their daughters into like those beauty pageants because, well, they couldn't be models in their lives, so they try to force that on their kids. And reality, they don't really want to do. They just want to stay at home and play with dollhouses and stuff like that. But nah, like, it's just effed. So I can understand why she's having like mental breakdowns. Seriously, I wish Mom would stop meddling with my business and make me do all this for her. Just as you say that, your phone buzzes from the glow of your screen. You read the words 3 unread messages from Mom. I'm exhausted. I need to sleep. I can't deal with anything anymore. As you lie on the bed, your head swirls with the afterthought of today. Mothers, ghosts, boyfriends, husbands. Duty, sins, choice, and most importantly, you. Do your choices matter? You can't help but worry about yourself. You can sense that things are changing, and no matter what you do, you can't stop it. You don't want to sleep just yet. There's so many things to do. But your eyes give out as you lay there on your bed. Your thoughts are finally quieting down, and all you hear is the same resounding sound of drums. Tick tock, tick tock. Day 2. Oh, what the? Cursed heart, bound by desire. Everything is a curse. Okay then. I can head home from here. I'd rather not take up too much of your time, Ryota. It's not a problem for me to escort you back. Oh well, it's just that I have to get some stuff on the way home, dinner and such. I won't insist then. Have a safe walk home, Dockleg. Ryota leaves, heading towards the cafe. Maybe he's just visiting Yoka before going home. From Mom, your heart rate was unnaturally high last night. How the hell do you know that? What? What do I keep telling you? Keep yourself together, Doc Plague. Just follow your routine and it will be okay. Just remember to do as I say. No. No, yeah, I understand everything. Her mom's an effing control freak. How the hell does she know her heart rate? That's weird. That's bizarre. Keeping tabs of her heart rate. That's no. Why can't she mind her own business? Whatever. I still have other things to do. General, got to keep my sanity high. Temple, get incense for Kazuki. Leave incense for Kazuki. Bathroom, do your daily routine. Convenience store, visit the store. Visit Granny. Thank Yoko for croissant. So we got like a couple tasks to do here. Alright. Anyway, I should get some offerings for Kazuki's shrine before going home. Thankfully, the temple is still open at this hour. Free roaming is now available again. You'll be able to explore the town from 2000 to 2300. During this time, you'll find the male leads scattered across the map besides several locations. You'll be able to interact with them. You can also interact with various other townsfolk for other side interactions. However, they won't wait forever. Some interactions will disappear after a certain time, so choose wisely. Additionally, any interactions involving the main characters will automatically advance time by an hour. Plan your night carefully. Okay, so... So it'd be probably a good idea to keep Kazuki appeased, that way he doesn't keep haunting me, so... And I'll knock out 2 tasks. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab, the incense. Okay. As you approach the temple, you see Haruki being hastily escorted out by an irate monk. Seriously, stop handing out your business cards to people trying to pray. This is a holy ground, not a business conference. Hey, gotta get on that grind. Haruki, unperturbed by the monk's anger, tries to defend himself as he's pushed to the exit. Oh, you boy on that grind for that bread, you get me? I'm an actual exorcist. I'm here to help. That's enough. We've had it with your antics. Leave before I call the police again. Jeez, I'm doing what's called marketing, all right? People need my help. And I'm not going to stop spreading the word. Get her watch, speak up, leave. I guess we gotta speak up to build his affection, so, yeah. Excuse me, I can vouch for him. He's an actual exorcist. I'm actually one of his regulars. The monk turns to you, his brows furrowed in skepticism. Young lady, you cannot be serious. This is clearly a con man. You need to be more cautious. People like him prey on the vulnerable. I understand your concern, but he has genuinely helped me. I wouldn't be defending him if he wasn't the real deal. The monk studies her expression, his stern look softening slightly as he considers your words. You honestly believe that? It's hard to believe anyone would find help from a character. See, I told you, I'm a real exorcist, just trying to help people, no scams here. Give me a chance, and I promise I'll respect your holy grounds. No funny business, just good old... The monk sighs, clearly torn between his duty and your insistence. Alright. Luckily, it's like the same pattern every time. Alright, I'll give him the benefit of a doubt this time. But if I catch him causing trouble again, he's out for good. Thank you for understanding. Trust me, he's really helped me out of some bad spots. The monk nods reluctantly. Very well, I'll take your word for it. Just make sure he respects the sanctity of this place. Haruki grins wildly, clearly pleased. Thanks for backing me up, Doc Play. You're the best. I owe you one. Anyway, dear client, what brings you to this sacred ground? Surely you didn't come to just witness my flair. I came to get some stuff for Kazuki. I came to see you. Why do you care? I came to get stuff for Kazuki. What a kind-hearted wife. How commendable. Though I must add a little note, simply bringing gifts might not suffice to appease all spirits, especially those of a rather malevolent kind. Kazuki's not an evil spirit. That's where you come in. Kazuki's not an evil spirit. I see. Forgive my choice of words, dear client. The world of spirits is vast and often misunderstood. Even benign spirits can have their own complexities and dangers. It's just that he's a little different. His ghost, if you will, has a different aura to it. Whatever is haunting your house, it is not a simple spirit. It's something that's been festering for years even. What is it, like an Oni, an Onryo, a demon? What is it? You're only saying that to sell me more of your services, aren't you? Ye of little faith. Well, I would love to show you more of my abilities, Doc Plague. This time I am being quite serious. Whatever's going on in your home is quite unique. As much as I enjoy the eccentricities of the unknown, your house guest is not something to be taken lightly. Thanks for the concern. I don't need you to worry much about me. Thanks for the concern. I didn't think you'd be so accepting of my deductions. Are you finally growing to trust me and my spiritual prowess? Don't push it. But as long as you know that I do genuinely care, that's good enough for me. Anyway, I would love to stay in chat, but duty calls. Remember to contact me if anything happens. I'll be off. With a dramatic flourish of his coat, Haruki turns and heads down the temple steps, disappearing into the bustling streets. You watch him go, a mix of amusement and reassurance setting in. Despite his eccentricities, Haruki's presence feels undeniably comforting. Right, I had better go get Kazuki's incense while I'm here. So we got the incense. Well, our sanity increased. Affection with Haruki increased. That honestly didn't feel like an hour, though. What else do I need to do? Visit the store, visit Granny. Visit the cafe. There's somebody at the store. Oh, it's Ren. Ren gives the door a blank look. Welcome. Oh. His face twists up in disgust. It's you. Look, just get what you need and go home. I don't need you to make a mess at my job, too. I'm not a messy person, you couldn't get enough of me. You couldn't get enough of me. As if you could get enough of me. Bryn scoffs, but there's a hint of appreciation in his face. I don't have a clue what you're talking about. Just get what you need. After picking up the items that you needed, you head back to the counter to purchase them. Bryn begins to scan your items silently. He paused, scanning and slightly looks at the air freshener among your items and gives you an approving look. You look at him confused at his actions. This isn't the worst thing you could have bought. It's the brand I always get. He appears almost bashful at the admission, as if he has shared a massive secret. Seemingly realized the strangeness of his statement, he hastily scans the rest of your items without saying another word. He points at the cash register's display. Tease him, talk to him, I don't know if we should tease him. I don't even know if we just talk to him. He just wants us to get out. So, yeah, let's go ahead and pay and leave. He lets you go silently. As you head towards the exit, you hear a loud crash. Turning around, you see a customer standing amidst a toppled display. Rin, clearly irritated, clicks his tongue. Did you just click your tongue at me, you worthless brat? It's your sloppy word caused this. What if I was injured, huh? It's not my job to deal with morons. What did you say to me? I'll report you to your manager, you... Report away, I'll clean it up. I'm not wasting my time arguing. You keep being mouthy with me and I'll fucking slug you. The customer inches close to Ren and points his finger in his face, threateningly. Ren steps back but realizes he's being backed against a wall as a customer corners him. Yeah, let's defend, Ren. Defend. Seeing the customer's aggression, you decided to step in. Hey, how can you say such things? You're the one who should apologize. As you try to intervene, the customer who you can see is clearly intoxicated, tries to swing at you. Oh, immediately tries to take a jab at me. Okay. You want to make it easy, just wait for the cat. There you go. Yay, we did it. Ha, serves you right. Ren takes the mop in his hand and continues to hit the already down customer. He starts beating his ass with the mop. Take that and that. Ren, I think he's had enough. Oh, fine. He tosses the mop aside in triumph. The customer drunkenly stumbles his way out, confused by the whole situation. Ren turns to look at you with a newfound respect. Huh. It was cool how you dodged that guy so quickly. Oh, what's that? I don't think I heard that first part quite clearly. You're saying how cool, amazing, and pretty I looked while standing up against that guy. Huh? I didn't say anything like that. It's just nice to hear some appreciation coming from you for once. Don't get used to it, but yeah, thanks, I guess. That could have gone a lot worse. No problem, glad I could help. Plus, it was kind of fun seeing you swing that mop around. Yeah, it's called zoning, and you too, I guess. Something tells me he's a gamer. He's yeah, he might be a gamer, I don't know. You do care. Don't make me regret saying that. Look, just if you're free tomorrow after work, you should swing by the shop near the apartment. You know, the one owned by that old granny. I'll pay back this favor. Are you asking me out on a date, Ren? What? No, I owe you one. Oh, all right. Relax, I'm just teasing. I'll be there. Good, and thanks again, seriously. Anytime, just try not to get into any more fights while I'm not around. Yeah, just get out of here before I change my mind about being grateful. With that, Ring gives you a nod of appreciation before turning back to his duties. You leave the store feeling accomplished, and you got to see a cuter side of Ren to boot. Okay. My sanity increased. Affection with Ren increased. It's really late. I better head home before my mom gives me a mouthful. Who the hell cares what she thinks? Oh, I'm gonna go back to pet the cat. You gotta pet the cat. Meow meow. The cat seems satisfied at your pets. Affection with meow be increased. It's really late. I better head home before my mom gives me a mouthful. How did that take like 25 minutes off the timer? Petting a cat. Huh. Alright, go home. As you step inside your apartment, a knock echoes through the door. A voice calls you from the other side. Hello, is anyone home? What now? With a resigned sigh, you approach the door. When you open it, you're met by a woman standing there, her hands clasped together in a formal manner. Oh, you're creepy looking. Have you found salvation through Hiroshi no Kami? Salvation? What do you mean? Hiroshi no Kami, the Divine One, offers visions and guidance to those who see the truth. He is the light in the darkness, the savior, lost soul. Oh god, it's a cult. You seem like someone searching for answers. Why not explore what he has to offer? Embracing his guidance might bring you the balance and peace you need to keep things in order. After all, in the midst of chaos, true balance is found through the light of the divine. Should I hear the crazy cultist lady out or tell her to kick rocks? You know, let's hear her out, I guess. Visions. I've been having strange dreams lately. Could it be connected? It is very likely. Hiroshi no Kami chooses his followers carefully. If you open your heart to him, you will reveal the path to enlightenment. Would you like to learn more about his teachings? I'm not sure. Wait, this is... Before he can say anything else, the woman steps closer, her eyes intense and unwavering. Hey, personal space, back up. You must open your eyes to him. Let him help you understand. She immediately reaches out and forcefully grabs your hand. Hey, personal space. A sudden shock courses through you as a flood of memories, not your own, overwhelms your senses. You see a woman crying, her face a mix of sorrow and desperation. You pull away, grasping the memory lingering. Don't touch me. Yeah, keep your hands to yourself. You stare at your palm, the scar from last night ringing with a tingling sensation. You look back at the woman and see her smiling broadly with a unsettling serene expression. Thank you for accepting Hiroshi no Kami into your life. His light is now within you. She steps back, still smiling, and turns to leave. May Hiroshi no Kami's light guide you always. With that, she walks away, leaving you standing in the doorway, reeling from what just happened. Oh, my sanity went down. Sanity decreased. There is something to do with that cult. I have a feeling there's something up with them. Yeah, what's up with the window? The window remains closed from the previous day. Do you still want to open the window? The window remains closed until you decide to open it again. Shrine. After a long day, you decide to visit Kazuki's shrine. Compared to the day before, it's still relatively neat. I should take care of him first. I hope this keeps you at peace for tonight once again. Maybe it's my imagination, but the air around the shrine feels a little colder, and the feeling of gratitude settles in my bones. You smile softly at the shrine. Good night, Kazuki. Heidi Shrine. Work was tiring today. I'm sorry, Kazuki, but I'll do what I can. There, all better. Affection with Kazuki increased. So Kazuki has a affection meter, okay. Kinda curious about that. Before his passing, he was a journalist who my mom met at a coffee shop. He was an important friend, so his affection is like 60%. Last seen 3 months ago. Haruki. Last seen just now, an exorcist hired by my mother, a bit of an oddball, 60% affection. Ryota, my childhood friend in college, blah blah blah, yeah, he's 50%. Ren. My next door neighbor, we're on neutral terms for now, 60%. Yoko. My childhood friend and Ryota's sister, she's always been my closest friend, 50%. Mom, last seen today, contact notes, mom, 50%. She has like nothing for her mom. That's interesting. Well, I need to fix my sanity, so you're keeping it together pretty well, but there's no harm in making sure you're extra calm. Select music. Funky vibe, normal. Oh, okay, yeah, that's difficult now. Definitely missed a couple, but that's fine. 79%. Oh, well. Impressive. You hit a... Oh, 98%. Oh. Oh. So what's with the 78 number of the total notes? Sanity increased, so we got 100% sanity. What? Thank you. Okay. So, off to bed. You step inside and everything seems in place. The door clicks shut behind you. For a fleeting moment, peace settles in the air, and your mind drifts back into the day. Whenever I'm with Haruki, his high energy makes me feel less tired, and he's surprisingly fun to be around. I don't know how Rin does it, but customer service is certainly not for the weak. Ain't that the truth? I would get so tired after dealing with all those customers. Customer service is easily one of the worst jobs anybody could work. I mean, I worked customer service for a while and I absolutely hated dealing with people. And a soft, unexpected smile brushes your lips. Maybe things aren't so bad after all. Maybe not everything has to be difficult. But before the thought can settle, something stirs beneath your skin. Guilt, thick and alive, begins to bubble, crawling its way through your veins and towards your fingertips. Your hands tremble, you glance down. Was that a flicker, a slither beneath the surface? What the? You're no better than your mother. You're really enjoying life, huh? You're fake bitch. How can you enjoy life with Kazuki's killer and still out there? Okay, I have a theory now. I have a feeling the cult has something to do with Kazuki's death. You let him down. He made a mistake trusting you. You're a liar. You don't actually believe he committed suicide. Do you? You're not doing enough. The accusation lingers, sinking its claws in. Your fingers find your nails, and you begin to pick, anxiety bubbling up, choking your thoughts. No, you're already working on finding his killer, aren't you? Yet the doubt coils tighter. Are you making any progress? It whispers, persistent. Who gave you the right to smile, to feel any joy, when Kazuki is nothing more than ashes now? Your nails dig into your flesh, tearing at the guilt festering just beneath the surface. You claw at your skin, frantic, as if somehow you can scrape away the guilt. As if those phantom insects crawling beneath the surface will stop moving, will stop whispering. The scar on your hand throbs sharp, biting, and suddenly the wound opens again, fresh blood dripping down your wrist. Your head pounds, a drumbeat of dread. A knock echoes from the door, soft but familiar. The cult again. Really? Panic seizes you, and you run to the bathroom, desperate to escape, to wash away the dread crawling up your spine. You splash cold water on your face, but as you glance in the mirror, something flickers behind you. A shadow, a presence. Your stomach twists violently. Bile rises. and you hurl the day's lunch into the sink. Then, without warning, the light snaps off, darkness engulfs the room, thick and suffocating. The only sound is the low, menacing hum of the ventilator and the running water filling the void. And then footsteps, thumping, scuttling. Someone is outside the bedroom door. Doc Plague. A voice calls out to you. Mom? No, it can't be. She's far away, too far to be here. You shake the thought away, but the thumping grows louder, and cold dread seeps into your bones. The wound on your hand bleeds more, pain shooting up to your arm. Kazuki. You whisper a prayer, barely audible. I'm sorry, please, I'll find your killer, I swear. Your phone buzzes in the dark, cutting through the tension. A notification flashes. It's from your mom. Remember to call if you need help. Your heart clenches, a bitter laugh slipping from your lips. Fuck that, I'm not calling that bitch. But then, a colder thought cuts through the fear. Who are you calling? We can write to Kazuki. Write to Kazuki. You walk towards Kazuki's shrine cautiously. Everything feels off, but it's almost like the feeling radiation from it. The mess is almost artistic in a way, surrounding Kazuki's shrine in a way that leads me towards it. He'd always help me with cleaning when things were messy, but... You take a seat in front of his shrine, leaning your head against the table it's sat upon. Kazuki, if this is really your doing, will you give me a sign? Are you mad at me? Did I do something wrong? What am I doing? I won't get a response from you this way. You stand back up, grabbing some papers and then a pen from the messy table. Kazuki, please. Please give me a sign, anything at all. You neatly fold it in place in the middle of the shrine. I still miss Kazuki. I'll get to the bottom of things, I promise. Tick, tick, tick. You sigh before spending the rest of the night tidying up the apartment again. When you check on the note later, it remains unchanged. Tick, tick, tick. Affection with Kazuki increased. Huh. Well, off to bed, I guess. As you drift into sleep, fragments of another life flicker through your mind, faces and voices swirl around you. Familiar yet distant, leaving an unsettling sense of deja vu. There's a leader's presence, a protector's shadow, a friend's warmth, a wanderer's wisdom, and a companion's loyalty, all tangled in memories you can't quite grasp. You want to make sense of it, but wariness pulls you deeper, into a void-filled slumber where the past whispers but never fully reveals itself. Dig deeper. You feel your heart wrench as memories of the past continue to swirl in your brain. You hear the same familiar knockings, but this time they feel different. Not teeming with the same malicious intent brewing in your apartment, but with an air of protectiveness, warmth, and even love. Someone loved you very much. He cared about you in the past, but you were chased out of your village. He took you in. Yes, him. He had everything, a mansion, servants, and power. Unlike the people at your village, he wasn't afraid of you, even though you brought endless calamities. He was potential. He saw strength and he saw kindness. Despite everything, you were the calm in his life. Until... Dig deeper. Until the calamity. Yes, your ruin. You ruined everything. You had someone who loved you, but you couldn't help it. You had to ruin it all, didn't you? You had people who cared, yet that wasn't enough. You had to destroy everything. A persistent ache gnaws at your temples as you toss and turn in bed. When you finally drift off, you find yourself trapped in a state between waking and dreaming, with the oppressed weight of the sleep paralysis pinning you down. All around you, the shadows dance and morph into haunting figures. Muffled voices, distant and illegible, echo in your ears as they scream your name. You see the people who loved you melt into a horrifying mess of flesh and blood. You try to scream, to move, but your body disobeys your desperate commands. Just when you think you can't take any more, the darkness recedes. You wake up drenched in sweat and trembling. The nightmare clinging remnants, leaving you shaken and exhausted. Oh, that took a big hit off my insanity. Sanity decreased. Day 3. After work, as you stepped off the train with Ryota, your phone suddenly rings. Seeing that it's an unknown number, you excuse yourself and step aside to answer, leaving Ryota to wait for you curiously. Hello, is this Officer Watanabe? I'm calling to discuss Kazuki's case. Yes, what is it? Have you found something? Did you find his body? Actually, we didn't find anything. We've thoroughly investigated the matter, and the evidence all points to a tragic suicide. We believe it's time to close the case. I understand this is difficult, but continuing to push won't change the outcome. You can't be serious. There are too many unanswered questions. I know there's more to it. Kazuki wouldn't just end his life like that. His body wasn't even found, and that suicide note was clearly fake. So, you're closing the case, even though the body isn't found. You ruled... That's already sketch. So, there was a suicide note, but you don't know where the body is. No. That's 100% foul play. Again, I sympathize with your situation, but all the evidence supports our conclusion. No, it doesn't. We will not reopen the case unless we receive concrete proof that someone else was involved. No, it can't be. I 100% believe the cult is involved. I think those people we saw earlier at our door talking about Kami, whatever the god's name is. I think they're probably responsible. No, I can't accept that. Kazuki deserved better than this. I deserve closure too. Look, I understand that you're grieving, but if you continue to pursue this, you could face illegal repercussions for obstructing the police. I'm advising you let it go. Why not? I mean, you're not going to do anything else, so might as well take matters in my own hands, you know? Are you just going to leave? We don't have any manpower or resources to waste on a closed case. I'm very sorry. I hope that you'll be able to find peace soon. And with that, the line goes silent. You angrily close your phone. Your reflection stares back at you hopelessly from the darkened screen as if begging you to do something to fix this. An overwhelming urge to scream wells up in your chest. I'm sorry about that. His voice surprised all the rage out of you. In your agitation, you had forgotten that he was still there watching the whole debacle unfold. You turned around mortified. Sorry about that. It's just the police again. You must have guessed they've given up on Kazuki's case. I'm really sorry that this is happening after all. The work you've put into this, I don't know what I can do to help, but if there's anything at all... Oh, no, it's okay. This is my burden to bear. I can share it with you if you'll let me. Even so, it's not good to fret over the past. Your mother's right about that. Not her again. I don't really look up to her, but she's not exactly the best person to listen to, especially with how stubborn she is about her ideals. The way she believes how anything can be overcome if you just put your mind to it. But sometimes hard work just isn't enough. I know how headstrong your mother can be, but that mindset did help me and Yoko out of everything. You vaguely recall how your mom was there for Ryota and Yoko back in school. She helped them to escape their abusive home, always listening and supporting them as their teacher. Also, our mom's a teacher, I guess. It's a memory that sticks with you, especially when you think about how different things were for you. She means well, and she cares about you. Does she now? The word comes out tense and bitter. You can't help but feel angry at your mom for pressuring you even in her absence, at Ryota even though he doesn't know any better, and at yourself. Ryota senses the change in tension clearly and clears his throat. Today's been a long day. Should we grab some food before I take you home? Yoka has been going on about this new pastry at the cafe. We could give it a try. You hesitate, unsure of whether to accept his offer. On one hand, you're annoyed at his blind admiration to your mom, but on the other hand, you know he's not doing it on purpose. Might as well accept his offer. I mean, hey, free food. Alright, I'm a bit hungry, so let's go. Ryota smiles warmly at you, his concern momentarily fading. Alright, let's go. Affection with Ryota increased. Oh, Ami-chan. Are you here to see me? Oh, and you're here too, I guess. Are you 12? You're always so sensitive, Ryo. Anyways, how can I help you guys? Honestly, they actually do look like siblings. Huh. Oh, I just came here to talk to you. Actually, I'm just here for a quick bite. Ah, playing it cool, huh? Anyway, we've just gotten some new pastries that are to die for. What will it be? Mont Blanc, Eclair, chocolate crepe, and Castella. Versus one of I'm in the mood for a chocolate. Yeah. Sounds great. I'll take that over there. Chocolate crepe, thin and golden, filled with gooey chocolate, add a drizzle of syrup and whipped cream, and it's dessert heaven. Now I'm hungry. Thanks a lot. And what about you, Ryu? Just a coffee for me, thanks. Alright, coming right up. You two find a seat and relax. As you find a cozy corner to sit in, you can't help but notice the warmth in the cafe. A stark contrast to the cold conversation with the police officer. Ryota's attempt to lighten the mood doesn't go unnoticed, and you start to feel a bit of the day's stress melt away. Shortly, you see Yoko bringing over the pastries and coffee with a cheerful smile. Here you go, enjoy. Thanks, Yoko. This looks delicious. Anytime, Ami-chan. Just remember, you're always welcome here. You take a bit of the pastry. I'm guessing it's supposed to be bite. You take a bite of the pastry, and for a moment, everything feels a little bit better. Actually, I just needed to get out of the house for a bit. It's been a rough day. Work's been stressful, my mom's been on my case, and Kazuki, it's all just a lot. And with everything that's happened, especially last month, abruptly you realize that you're rambling about your troubles. You immediately clamp your hand over your mouth and look up at the siblings, hoping that they haven't been too put off by your negativity. That's okay. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, okay? You're already doing a good job handling everything, especially with what's going on. I know what I said earlier about your mother's mindset, but it's also about your own strength. You're doing great. Thank you. You can always rely on us, you know, we're always cheering you on. Ryota nods in agreement, you feel supported despite everything, you are loved. You spent the rest of the night with them, talking about mundane things as you enjoy your dessert. Maybe you'll be alright. Not in the long run, but just for tonight. Eventually the cafe closes and you part ways with the Ryota and Yoko, feeling a bit lighter than before. The walk home is quiet, the night air cools against your skin. As you step into your apartment, the weight of the day's stress seems to settle back in, but the warmth of your night outlingers. Another exhausting day at work is finally over. I hope tomorrow won't be as bad as today. Just as you're about to close the door, you feel a pressure on the other side. A foot wedges between the door and the frame, stopping you from shutting it completely. Oh, great, the cult's back again. Hello, miss. Not this again. Although reluctant, you didn't have much of a choice but to reopen the door. Honestly, if I'm about to close a door and some random stranger wedges his foot in between it, we're throwing hands. I ain't taking any chance. I don't know what or for whatever reason you're wedging my effing door, but the moment I open it back up, I'm decking you in the face. Yes, how can I help? You trail off as you count a group of 4 men standing outside the apartment. They don't look peculiarly friendly. There's something unnerving about them. Apologize for the late visit. I believe your mother has mentioned that you've been experiencing spiritual issues. You shake your head. My mother, what are you talking about? I think you've got the wrong person. I'm not sure who you... You might have not have noticed, but Hiroshi no Kami's influence has already touched your life in ways you don't yet understand. We understand that this must be overwhelming, but Hiroshi no Kami sees things in you that you may not even realize. His guidance has already found its way into your life. I don't understand. What do you mean? You try to shake the confusion out of your mind, but the mention of this Hiroshi no Kami fills you with unease. Is our mom a part of this cult? He chooses his followers carefully. Those who seek answers, those who are lost, those who are searching for something greater. And you, miss, have already begun your path without realizing it. Hiroshi no Kami offers peace, clarity, and understanding. His light can guide you through the darkness and alleviate those spiritual issues that you have. All you have to do is let him in. You take a cautious step back, trying to shut the door again, but you can feel their presence looming. The cultists hesitate. Yeah, even the game calls them cultists. Their eyes scanning you like they're deciding what to do next. The man who spoke earlier steps forward, his gaze focused on and intense. Miss, we understand that our arrival is sudden, but this path we offer isn't one you should turn away from. Hiroshi no Kami's light is already in your life. It has touched you, in your dreams, and it can give you more than you could ever imagine. The last time I trusted you guys, my sanity went down, so no. You tense up. It's not like last time. There's a force behind his words that make you feel trapped. I don't know what you mean. I've had weird dreams, sure, but that doesn't mean I need your guidance. I'm fine on my own. Another cultist firmly pushes a little closer to the door. That's where you're wrong, miss. You've been searching for something, haven't you? You don't even realize it yet, but Hiroshi no Kami sees your struggles, your doubts. The light he offers can give you the peace you're craving. The answers you've always needed, but only if you accept them into your heart. Another cultist step closer to you. Personal space, I'm about to start swinging. Hiroshi no Kami can see your fear, your uncertainty. You're standing at the threshold of something far greater than yourself. We are offering you the key to unlock your potential, but you have to choose the step forward. Don't let fear keep you from the truth. You feel your stomach tighten, the pressure of their words hanging in the air like a heavy weight. I don't need anything from you. I'm fine. Just, no, you're not fine. You're hiding from the truth. It's obvious. You've been running from your own destiny, from the path that Hiroshi no Kami has set for you. But the light is unwavering. His purpose is inevitable. I'm not interested in this Kami of yours, okay? I just want you to leave me alone. Listen to yourself. You feel it, can't you? The restless inside you. Hiroshi no Kami will calm the storm. All he asks is that you open your heart, trust in him, and allow him to guide you. You know that deep down you won't find peace until you accept him. You feel a cold chill running down your spine. This isn't just a request anymore. It's an ultimatum, and you start to realize that the more you resist, the more they're going to push. Miss, please, you don't need what you're turning it. You don't know what you're turning away. Hirsch no Kami offers you everything you've ever wanted. Purpose, clarity, belonging. Can't you see? The truth is right in front of you. Stop fighting it. Let him in. You'll find peace. You'll find strength. Just open your heart to him. Feeling the weight of their words press on you, anxiety starts bubbling up. You don't understand. I don't want this. I don't want your salvation, your kami, or whatever it is that you're offering. Just leave me alone. A look of disappointment flickers in his eyes before he exhales, almost sorrowfully. We were hoping you would come to this on your own, miss. We wanted to offer you guidance, but not force you. But it seems you're still not ready. We will be back. Hirsch no Kami's light will reach you eventually. Everyone finds their way to him in time, but you will have to face him whether you're ready or not. The cultists begin to step back one by one, but their eyes linger on you, almost as if they can see something you can't. The weight of their gaze lingers long after they disappear down the hallway. You close the door, your heart pounding, panting, feeling the strain of the encounter. They want to accept their kami and aren't giving up this easily. They are going to keep coming back to push me to their side. However, before you can crash onto the couch as you usually do, you see her. An all too familiar presence seated with a rigid stillness that sharpens as she looks up, disappointed. Disappointment carved into her expression. Why are you doing this to me? Do you know who called me today? The police, again, and why? Because of you, prying into the Kazuki boy's death again. How many times must I tell you this curiosity will be your ruin? Mom, please, I don't need. Need? This isn't about what you need. I'm not offering help. I'm telling you what has to be done. Everything you're missing, you've already laid out the answer. I have already laid the answer out for you. I'm giving you solutions, but you're the one that's not willing to change. It's you. That's the problem. No, Mom, I think you're the effing problem. Ryota, the exorcist. Mom, I'm trying. I really am, but... trying to push away the people I send your way. Imagine my shame knowing you treated those with wisdom and respect, like common intruders. You're the one who sent those weird religious people to my house? Mom, they're complete strangers. I 100%, I'm starting to think like, yeah, Mom's probably a part of the cult. Either that or she's just that stupid. Weird, watch your tongue, girl. They've grasped truths you'll never understand, and you've turned them away. You are unwilling to change. Mom, I don't need them. I don't need... They can help you find peace if you let them. If you let me help you. Her gaze pierces through you, and then a calculated shift. Her voice softens to a deceptive murmur that chills your skin, like the calm before the storm. You wouldn't have to bear these burdens if you just listen. All I want is what's best for you. The room feels as if it's closing in, shrinking with every word that slips from her mouth. Her voice, relentless and insistent, sinking into you like a weight pressing from every side. It's too much. Your sanity slowly slipping. Your heart slowly pounding against the pressure building in your chest. The constant urge for you to give in, to surrender, if only to quiet her voice. Wow, our sanity went down a lot there. I can't take this. I don't know what to do. Your mind reels, clouded by anxiety, as her words echo around you. The pounding in your chest grows stronger, threatening to overtake your last bit of composure. And despite your visual displeasure, your mother keeps speaking. Her voice a constant assault against your thoughts. You almost break down as if your mother's words ring in the background. There you go. There you go again. Are you going to say something or just sit there? She waits, her gaze piercing, expecting you to respond. What are you trying to pull? Don't just stare blankly at me. Her face hardens, her gaze latching onto you, demanding more. Your grip falters, nearly slipping entirely when suddenly a voice soft and unfamiliar echoes in your mind, cutting through the clamor. You don't have to do this alone. Your eyes gaze over to the photo in your hand. You don't have to deal with her rambling alone. Yes, you can always get help. I'll have to call someone, but Ryota's nowhere nearby, and Haruki, who knows where he is right now? Rin could be an option, but he's hardly the type to calm things down. If no one's going to get here right away, then I'll have to keep her distracted until they do. But who should I call? We could either call Ryota, Haruki, or Rin. You know what? Let's call Ryota. Another beat game. Well, I do need to build my sanity back up after taking a hit from my mom. And I'm already screwing it up. That is a lot of notes. 84% though. You hesitate, but finally press call. Within minutes, Ryota's familiar voice comes through, his concern evident. Hello, Doc Plague, what's the matter? Sorry to bother you, but my mom is here and she won't leave. I could really use a little backup. Is that Ryota? Can you talk some sense into her? Ryota, answer me. I hear a brisk inhale from the other side of the phone before Ryota continues. Say no more, I'll be right there. Did you call him over? What are you doing bothering him at this hour? How selfish can you be? Her words strike a nerve, a chill coursing through you as you fight to keep your hands steady. But they shake against the surge of frustration, a tension building with every word she hurls. Oh, great, another... okay. This one's somewhat much easier compared to the last one. But I feel it's going to get difficult later. Damn, I went over 100. Impressive, you hit 99% of the total notes. That wasn't much of a boost on my sanity, in all honesty. You managed to calm yourself down, your heartbeat finally steadying. Your mom's words still rattle you, but you remain calm enough to hold your tongue. Soon after, Ryota steps through the door. His usual easygoing energy feels subdued as he takes in the tension in the room. Mother grins smugly as he walks in. Ah, Ryota, you're finally here. Come now. Do tell Doc Plague how unreasonable she is being. You are always so obedient and composed. She could learn a thing or two from you. Ryota hesitates, and you see him struggle to speak up. He stumbles on his words, trying to find the right words in order to not offend her. His voice stumbling out, cautious but determined. With all respect, I think maybe there's another way to look at this. Perhaps things could be handled differently. Oh, I agree completely. If only Doc Plague would listen to me, it'd make everything easier for everyone. Our mom's an effing Karen. Actually, what I meant was, I think Doc Plague managed as best as she can. She's trying to handle things on her own. Her smile tightens, thinning into a hard line as her eyes chill, locked onto Ryota with unsettling sharpness. Do you think causing trouble is doing well? Is that it? Let me remind you, Ryota, you're hardly in a position to judge. Not with your own little problem, your struggle with that jinx, stumbling through life without direction. Ryota stiffens. The color drains slightly from his face as he interprets, his voice rising with a hint of desperation. She doesn't need to know about that. She's holding something against Ryota. You look between them, uncertainly clouding your thoughts as you watch him, and a pang of concern rises. There's something in his gaze, a mixture of vulnerability and a hint of fear, that unsettles you. This isn't about me. I'm just here for Doc Plague, trying to support her in what she wants. Your mother's expression darkens, her voice dripping with scorn as she crosses her arms, her words taunting and cold. Oh, really? And you, of all people, think you're qualified to look out for her? Just look at you, a boy still haunted by his own mess. If you were more diligent, more disciplined, you wouldn't be struggling like this, like my disgrace of a daughter. And I have a bitch of a mother. Ryota tenses beside you, a flicker of pain in his eyes that he quickly tries to hide. But the hurt is there, unmistakably. His voice wavers, barely holding back as he responds. My troubles are for me to handle. He glances at you, clearly bracing himself to continue. But his voice trembles slightly. You step closer, standing shoulder to shoulder with him. Your mother's gaze moves between the two of you, clearly not pleased. Don't worry, Ryota, I have the slot machine. We got this. We win. He doesn't need you to dig into his life again, and neither do I. Oh, really? You think he knows better? He's drowning in problems more than you could ever understand. I don't care, and you shouldn't be dragging his struggles into this. You're just as lost as he is. If you'd only open your mind and stop this ridiculous defiance. Enough. I won't stand by and let you tear down the one person who's trying to move forward. Your mother's face contorts, clearly taken aback by his defiance. She glares, words momentarily lost as Ryota straightens, his breath steadying. So now you're defying me too. After everything I've done for you, how dare you, how dare you? Her voice rises, each word sharper and louder, until a pouting comes from the wall next door. Hey, shut up already. Some of us have lives, you know. Ha! Ren's joining in too. I didn't even need to call Ren. Your mother whirls towards the wall, fists clenched, looking as if she might hammer it back in defiance. But as she meets the cool stares of you and Ryota, along with the disapproving silence from the neighbor, she clenches her fists, biting back her anger. Mind your own damn business. She turns back to the both of you. Her glare icy and resentful. You'll regret this. Don't say I didn't warn you. With that, she grabs her purse, storming out and slamming the door behind her. The silence is heavy for a moment before Ryota exhales, relief Event on his face. Okay. That's a sentence. Relief event on his face. Ryota finally heaves a sigh of relief. He glances over to you. Thanks for standing up for me. I don't think I could have faced her on my own. Neither could I. Thanks for coming to my rescue. There's a quiet understanding between you. An unspoken sense of that maybe, just maybe, you don't have to face all of this alone. Of course, as I said, you don't have to go through this by yourself. You nod, feeling a strange comfort in his words. For the first time, they feel true. Ryota lingers a moment longer before saying his goodbyes. But as he opens the door to leave, he freezes, his gaze locking on something outside. You peer around him, your breath catching as you spot a woman hovering near the doorway, half hidden in shadows, watching with an unnerving stillness. Is that my mom? Did she come back? No, there's no one there. He steps out, brushing off the moment with a small, reassuring smile. I wonder if it's the cultist lady. But as he leaves, a chill settles in the air, and you can't shake an eerie feeling that someone or something had been watching all along. Affection with Ryota increased. What the? The window remains closed. Here you are, safe in comforts of your own home. What the was that? You glance out the window, something you wouldn't normally do, but tonight, for some reason, you feel compelled to. Instead, you see a child crouching in the corner, unmoved. No explanation, no reason, just there. Now that's a strange sight. In true classic horror movie fashion, do you open the window to check if he's okay, just in case it's a neglected child? Or do you pretend you saw nothing and go on with your night? That is sketch. No, don't open the window. Kazuki. The air around the shrine feels odd. Work was tiring today. I'm sorry, Kazuki, but I'll do what I can. There, all cleaned up. Perhaps some incense from the temple would help you feel better, but I'll have to get it for the next time. Okay, Kazuki? I really wish I could, but it's late. Well, it says we left incense for Kazuki, so he should be good. I need to get my sanity back up, though. You're keeping it together pretty well, but there's no harm in making sure you're extra calm. Play Meltdown. Kind of weird with the eyes that pop up, too. Hopefully this gets my sanity, like, at least up to 90. Because I imagine when we get, like, low sanity, that's probably going to give us a bad ending. Although, like I said, it is the demo, so I doubt any of the endings are actually in the game yet. Oh, I missed that one. Eh, 93. Impressive. You have hit 90% of the total notes. Okay, yeah, we're back up to 90. Off to bed we go. You finally enter your bedroom and switch off the lights. But they flicker and sputter before finally surrendering to the darkness. Slipping beneath the covers, you hear the quiet hum of the pipes and low rush of cars on the street, and the usual footsteps of neighbors from above. But tonight, the footsteps multiply, a growing thump that becomes heavier, faster. You start to wonder if it's something else. With a glance, you place your phone nearby, fingers inching for a quick call if needed, but eventually sleep overtakes you. Oh, what the? In the depths of that night, you dream of Kazuki. In the dim, hazy scene, he talks about his fascination with collecting insects, each word faint as a breath. The image, though, grow clearer, beetles, cockroaches. Or is it something different? Something sinister, its body snaking around the room, like a creature just beyond your reach. You search, almost desperately, trying to find its name, but it slips away, elusive, lost in the fog of your dream. It seems as though the tapestry is finally unraveling itself. The key players have already made their first move. Though some have moved quicker than expected, others still hesitate, as if time waits for them. Are you supposed to be Kami? I wonder what your next move will be, my dear princess. Halting from the shedding stream, it claws to life from death within. Survival's call, a twisted creed, the ancient curse reborn to feed. Day 4. You wake up to a familiar buzz of your phone. A few messages from your mom light up the screen, of course. The first one featured a painful, outdated gif of balloons and glitter text. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Doc Plague. I'll be dropping off a cake later. Make sure you finish it by tonight or it'll go stale. Have a good day. Ah, yes, a classic from your mother. Equal parts affection and command. It almost slipped your mind it's your birthday today. You're turning XXX. The number seems to glitch in your mind like a censored secret. The universe refuses to acknowledge, or maybe you're just repressing it. Or a bit of a fourth wall break. Maybe this year your birthday wish will actually come true. Maybe your mom will finally listen to you, hear you out, let you breathe without the constant pressure of her expectations. Maybe today will actually be a good birthday. Just kidding. You already know how it's going to end. Oh well, no point dwelling on it now. You'll deal with all that after work. Colleague, hey Doc Flake, happy birthday. You're getting pretty old, huh? Yeah. Whoa, I heard from Takana-san that it's your birthday. Must suck having to spend it at work, huh? Well, that's just life, haha. Honestly, it really does suck working on your birthday. It should be mandatory everywhere to get your birthdays off, in my humble opinion. I don't know how many more ha-has I have left in me. By mid-afternoon, it's clear that today is just another work-filled birthday. The highlight of the day, a hefty stack of monthly reports unceremoniously dropped onto your desk by your boss, a truly unforgettable birthday present. As you sift through your reports, a familiar voice calls out from behind you. Happy birthday. Thank you. You glance over your shoulder, offering a polite smile. Oh, Ryota. You've said that quite a few times today. Oh, I didn't realize it was you, Ryota. Maybe I should have made my birthday wishes a bit more memorable. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I think I've heard enough birthday wishes to last me until next year. Hopefully you're not too worn out to actually celebrate it, though. Boss asked me to stick around and finish some reports, but if you're still up for your birthday dinner, I'll be at the station around 8 p.m. Before you can respond, a voice cuts through the air from the other side of the office. Hey, can someone help me with this? Ryota straightens up, already turning towards the sound. I've got to go. Good luck with your work. And happy birthday, Doc Plague. You go about your day as usual, the hours slipping by until it's finally time to head home. Stepping off the train platform, you pause for a moment, A thought lingered in your mind. How should you spend your birthday today? Hmm. You know what? He offered to buy me food, and I love free food, so, I guess we'll meet him at the station. You arrive at the train station and stand by the gantry waiting. After a short while, you spot Ryota stepping through the gate. The moment he notices you, his expression shifts. He tries to mask it, but the smile tugged at the corners of his lips is unmistakable. It's brief, a flash of something warmer than usual, but it doesn't escape your notice. As he approaches, his tired eyes reflect the exhaustion from work, but the soft smile never quite disappeared. Ah, you're here. Sorry if I kept you waiting. Were you waiting for me? I hope I didn't make you wait too long. I'm glad you decided to come. You know, if you're still up for it, we can grab that dinner. Just like I promised, it's my treat, of course. Yeah, free food, let's go. Yeah, I'd like that. Let's go have that birthday dinner. For a moment, Ryota seems caught off guard. His eyes widen just slightly before his expression softens into a warm smile. His relief and happiness unmistakable, despite his efforts to stay composed. Really, I mean, great, I was worried you might have had plans with someone else. I'm not exactly the life of the party. I enjoy being around you. You don't need to be the life of the party to make someone's day better. Thanks. That makes a lot. That means a lot, really. Well, there's this takoyaki place nearby. It's not fancy or anything, but I thought, well, it's your birthday, so you should get something good to eat. Sounds perfect. Lead the way. The rich aroma of grilled takoyaki fills the air as you step into a cozy eatery, its warm lighting casting a welcoming glow. You take a seat beside Ryota at the counter, the comforting aroma of freshly grilled takoyaki wafting up as a streaming plate is set before you. For a moment, neither of you speak. The quiet hum of the restaurant filled the space. You glance at Ryota, his gaze fixed on the food, and find yourself wondering how to break the silence. Ask about work, ask about this place, ask about the food. Ask about this place. How'd you even find this place? It's so tucked away. Honestly, it was by accident. One night after work, I was wandering around and then ended up here. I didn't even know this place existed before that. An unlikely coincidence. Quite so, like how in stories the main character always ends up in just the right place at just the right time. Maybe we're in some cheesy romance written by some lonely writer. Breaking the fourth wall again, are we? Well, they've got some good taste for food, I guess. Ask about the food. I didn't know you liked takoyaki, or takoyaki. I'll eat anything, really, even shellfish. What's wrong with shellfish? They're like the ocean's cockroach, physically and biologically. That's such a dramatic way to put it. They're delicious, though. Yeah, well, so are cockroaches to some people, apparently. Okay, fine, I'll stop trying to defend seafood. Ask about work. So, how was work today? Pretty busy. I was rushing to meet a deadline, but luckily I made it just in time. Right, I hope I didn't make things harder for you. If you needed more time, you could have done this and we could have done this another day. Ryota shakes his head, a soft smile spreading across his face. Don't apologize. If anything, it gave me something to look forward to. Anything for you. As you sit at the counter, a comforting aroma of takoyaki wafting around you. A raised voice from a nearby booth catches your attention. Despite your better judgment, you can't help but overhear the conversation. Are you seriously going to let them dictate everything, every decision, every plan? It's always about what they want. Out of everyone, you should understand why it's not that simple. I understand I've been trying to understand for years, but it feels like I'm the only one trying. I'm tired, you know, tired of feeling like I come second to your family. Is that guy cheating? You sit quietly, the tension in their voices and making it hard not to listen in. The weight of their argument feels heavy, and as you steal a glance at Ryota, you realize he's also caught up in their words, his expression thoughtful. There's a moment of silence between you, broken only when Ryota clears his throat and says softly, "They're being awfully loud." Ask about Ryota's opinion, talk about the future instead. Talk about the future. Ryota, what do you want to do in the future? Ryota looks up at you, clearly caught off guard by the question. He shifts slightly in his seat, blinking at you with a soft, curious expression. Huh. That's a bit of a out of nowhere. What brought that up? It's just, I didn't mean to, but I overheard that couple arguing about their families and stuff. And it made me think. For most of my life, it feels like I'm trapped in this bubble with other people's expectations. It's hard to know what I want sometimes. But that's my problem to solve, you know? To figure out what to do next. You hesitate for a moment, then you meet his gaze, a little uncertainty in your voice. I guess I'm wondering what I'd want for yourself in the future, if you ever thought about it. Ryota falls silent for a moment, his brow furrowing as he looks down at his hands, pondering the question. The quiet stretches on, and you can see him mulling it over. When he speaks again, it's soft and deliberate. I've never really given it much thought, to be honest, but if I had to choose something, I guess I know one thing's for sure. I want to spend it with you. There's a slight, almost impierceable pause before he quickly adds, his voice a little brushed and sheepish. But, you know, it doesn't have to be anything romantic if you don't want it to be. Well, I really value being with you. Oh, I guess I do appreciate your company too. Your heart flutters, and you feel a rush of warmth spread across your cheeks. You can't help but smile at him, trying to laugh it off. Though it's clear that his words have touched you more than you want to admit. The moment hangs in the air, and for once, you don't mind the quiet. Feeling more certain of something than you have in a long time. Well, I guess this is the part where I give you your birthday gift. You got me something? Oh, Ryota, you shouldn't have. It's nothing much. I bought this a few months ago. I didn't know when it would be the right time to give it to you, but I thought your birthday would be the right time. You glance at him curiously as he reaches into his jacket pocket, his movements deliberate, almost hesitant. When he pulls out a small velvet box, your breath catches. The hell is that? He opens it to reveal a delicate necklace, the pendant shaped like a radiant sun. You doubt yourself a lot. I know that, but to me, you're the sun, you're bright, Dogplague. His words leave you speechless for a moment, your heart full as you carefully take the necklace from him. Ryota, I don't even know what to say, thank you, this means so much to me. You don't have to say anything, I just wanted you to know how much you mean to me, and well, maybe it's a way to pay you back for everything you've done for me. You don't owe me anything, you know, but thank you, really. The two of you fall into a quiet rhythm as you leave the restaurant, the necklace resting against your collarbone, its weight a comforting reminder of his words. You find yourself replying replaying them in your mind, marveling at how he could see you as something so bright and positive. You never thought of yourself like that before, and now there's something unfamiliar bubbling up inside of you, warm and fluttering. As you walk side by side, you're glad for the cover of night. The shadows hiding the telltale red creeping in your ears. Ryota walks beside you, his hands in his pockets, his presence steady and reassuring. For a moment you wonder if he can feel it too, the quiet shift in the air between you. Okay. Affection with Ryota increased. Well, we got some things to do. Oh, there's somebody messing with the cat. You notice Haruki in the alleyway, crouching near a stray cat with a small dish of food in his hand. Approach him. My dear client, have you come to visit me, or does Mr. Tubbs over here have another visitor? I glanced down to see a stray cat nestled comfortably between Haruka's shoes. Haruka is crouched beside him, carefully placing a small dish of food within the cat's reach. Are you acquainted with this guy? Seems like he's got a lot of fans. Miyabi glances at you briefly, then turns away with a flick of his tail, letting out a soft hiss of annoyance as you approach. Ignore him. He's a meanie. But deep down, I think he secretly likes people, maybe. I mean, I was just in here twice and I petted him, so... Haruki shrugs with a grin, scratching behind Miyabi's ears, unfazed by the cat's attitude. Did you just name him Mr. Tubbs? You seem to know him pretty well. How long have you been feeding him? Oh, it's been a while. He showed up around here a few months back, scrapping a little standoffish. I never seen him during the day, but he always comes to the spot late at night. Maybe he's got a day job. Anyway, it looks, it took a bit of time, but now he actually lets me pet him sometimes. Not bad for a meanie like him, huh? Miyabi lets out a soft meow as if protesting the label. Okay, you're a softie deep down, I admit it. I've seen him around here too. He chuckles, but there's a genuine warmth in his voice. He runs his fingers through Mr. Tubbs' fur one last time before standing up straight, wiping his hands on his pants. Did you really come to visit me, or is it you just the cat you're after? Yes. Of course, if not, why else would I have appeared before you? Maybe you're here for Mr. Tubbs, huh? Well, Mr. Tubbs is a pleasant surprise, but I really did come to find you, Haruki. It's such a nice feeling to be wanted. I do try to keep myself humbled, but a little ego boost never hurts. If only my mother had the same feeling. So, what can I or Mr. Tubbs help you with today? You know, we're both professionals in the arts of making people's days a little brighter. Ask about exorcism. I just wanted to spend time with you. Ask about exorcism. I just wanted to ask about my situation. Of course, my dear client. You've caught me mid-mission working tirelessly in the shadows to uncover why such sinister forces had their sights set on you. But worry not, your friendly neighborhood investigator is on the case. Oh, you're an investigator now? I promise, everything will be resolved soon. Just a bit more time. As much as I trust you, Haruki, can you tell me a little more about what you're doing? Haruki hesitates, the usual playfulness in his eyes dimming slightly. Still, he musters a grin, a reassuring, slightly sheepish one. Guess it's supposed to be like a reassuring grin, but okay. I'm truly grateful for how much faith you've put in me. I know it must be maddening to be left in the dark, but there are just some things you can't share yet. He pauses, searching for the right words. Think of it this way. I'm like one of Santa's elves, quietly working behind the scenes. You don't see how presents get wrapped or how a sleigh gets loaded, but when Christmas morning comes, everything there, perfect and magical, you don't have to worry about a thing. Please trust me, I swear, I'm doing everything I can to keep you safe. His usual whimsy flickers back, accompanied by a crooked grin. Besides, if Santa can pull off the North Pole in December, I've got this, right? Accept his answer for now. Alright, I trust you, Haruki. But I hope you'll tell me everything someday. Thank you for trusting me again. I promise when the time comes, I'll tell you everything. Right after I solve that problem of yours. It'll be the best present ever. Speaking of presents, happy birthday. You hadn't expected anyone to remember your birthday, much less someone as carefree as Haruki. Wait, how did you know it was my birthday? Ah, my dear client, you underestimate the great power of an exorcist extraordinaire. It would be utterly shameful if I didn't know the finer details of your life, like the stars revealing their secrets, the winds whispering your truths. You found it on Rhine. I found it on Rhine? What the fuck is that supposed to be like Facebook? Anywho, allow me to formally invite the birthday girl to a celebratory feast of the finest takoyaki in town. Sure, it's not a 5-star Michelin dining experience, but hey, it's warm and tasty. It's nearby. Alright, but I assume this means it's your treat. Naturally, considering this is the golden standard of 5-star customer service, you won't be disappointed. I'm back at the shop again. The two of you stroll to the nearby food stall, the scent of sizzling takoyaki wafting through the air. As you sit together, Haruki's light-hearted banter fills the conversation. His jokes and animated storytelling drawing out laughter you hadn't realized you needed. The warmth of the food and his company melts away, the weight of your worries, if only for a while. When it's time to leave, Haruki flashes you a grin, his expression softer this time. Thanks for letting me steal a bit of your birthday. I hope it's one to remember. Affection with Haruki increased. I mean, I guess I still have some time to look around. I wonder if, like, Ren's around. Well, I guess he would be at the, You step into the convenience store, a familiar chime of the doorbell announces your arrival. Behind the counter, the cashier greets you with a weary but polite smile. Welcome, can I help you find something? Ask about Ren. By any chance is Ren working tonight? The cashier squints at you for a moment, recognition dawning. Oh right, you're that customer from a few days ago. Sorry, he's not on shift today. You too close or something? Not yet. Well, you're a bold one, aren't you? You don't see someone who knows what they want every day. Don't worry, I'll make sure the message gets passed along. You've just made tomorrow's shift very interesting. You know, Ren's something else, I'll give him that. He keeps him to himself a lot. I don't think I've seen him talk to more than a couple of people in the time I've worked here. Oh, you should see him sometime. Seriously, Ren's a total mystery. He barely says 2 words to anyone, and when he does, it's like he's got a permanent stick of it up his... You blink, caught off guard by the cashier's bluntness. You try to focus on her words, but the way she describes him is... It's familiar. And it's a little too close to home. You know that feeling, keeping everything inside, not letting anyone get too close, too comfortable. It's safer that way, right? You don't risk anyone seeing the real you, and they won't push you to open up. By the way, why are some of these characters' like eyes just like censored? Because the cult lady's eyes were censored and her eyes is censored. Honestly, I don't get how anyone stands him. He's just so cold. I mean, I get it. He's probably has his reasons, but come on. It's like he's allergic to smiling or talking or being human, maybe. Yeah, some people just have anti-personals. Yeah, some people are just antisocial. They have antisocial personalities. Hell, I'm a bit antisocial. I don't really talk at work either. I just walk around, do my thing, fuck off, go home, get my paycheck. He keeps to himself all the time. If I didn't know any better, I'd think he doesn't even care. Yeah, why would he? He's working a dead-end job. You shift uncontrollably, the words hitting a little too sharply. Maybe she's not wrong. Sometimes you wonder if people even see you. Are you really that different from Rin? You shut people out too, but what if he's just afraid? I mean, would it kill him to make small talk? One time I tried to talk about this fabulous vacation I had recently in Okinawa, but he just brushed me off. Well, I'm not saying he's a total jerk, just hard to get to know. But hey, that's Ren for you, right? Everyone has their quirks. Let her continue. She laughs lightly, oblivious to the growing irritation on your face as she continues her rant. Honestly though, he's such a weird guy. I mean, who just shuts themselves off from everyone like that? It's like he wants to make people mad, and it's not even like he's some sort of deep thinker or anything. He just keeps to himself for no reason, like the rest of us don't matter. You feel a twinge of discomfort in your chest, the words striking a chord deeper than you expected. Why does it feel like she's talking about more than just Ren? You shift uncomfortably on your feet. Try not to let the thought spiral. It's not like you're anything special either, is it? Always the one to withdraw, to keep to yourself. It's easier that way, isn't it? Just shut everyone out before they can see you, judge you. You'd rather not let anyone close enough to know you, or worse, see through you. You try to push the thought away, but it lingers. Something familiar in her words, something that feels like it's been said about you too. And then there's the attitude. Have you ever seen the way he looks at you when he's upset? Like seriously, I don't know how anyone stands him. I just can't figure out what his deal is. He's got his coldness about him. It's like he thinks he's better than the rest of us. It's all too familiar, too close to home, but maybe he's right. Maybe Rin is just difficult, but is that so bad? Aren't there people out there who just don't want to be bothered? Just like you? I don't know how anyone can stand him. He's so rude, always putting up walls. It's like he thinks he's above everyone else. The frustration builds inside you. That familiar feeling of being misunderstood. Of being caught in the middle of a story you didn't write. You've always kept things in. I've always stayed guarded. But does that make you the same as Ren? Maybe you're both just doing the best you can, and yet here she is ripping apart someone you care about like she knows the whole story. Wasn't like Ren just basically your common neighbor a few months ago? Like you barely had that much interactions with him. I mean, granted, like we barely had any interaction with majority of the characters thus far, but in all honesty, Ren's just like, he's not even like Christmas card relationship at this point. You know what? I've heard enough. I'm leaving. The words come out before you even think, and you turn sharply, walking briskly towards the door. You can feel her eyes on you, but you don't stop. You can't stop. You don't know if it's the frustration with Ren or with the way people see you. Or maybe just the weight of everything pressing down on you. But you can't stand it anymore. You push the door open, stepping into the cool night air, taking a breath that doesn't quite feel like enough. You didn't even find out where Ren is. But somehow that doesn't seem to matter anymore. All you want is to be far away from this. From the people who tried to define you. From the labels they tried to put on you. You don't need this right now. You don't need her judgment. You don't need any of it. The convenience store is closed. I better head home before Mom gives me a mouthful. Again, fuck her. Who cares? You knock on the door, but you're only met back with silence. Really late, I better head home before Mom. Okay, yeah, so Ren's not there. You step inside your home, greeted by an eerie silence. On the dining table sits a small cake meticulously decorated with pastel icing. A note rests beside it, in your mother's familiar handwriting. Eat this, all of it. It's good for you. She's being nice. That's not normal. How strange. Strange unease prickles at the back of your mind. But you sit down anyway, carving a cautious slice and taking a bite. It tastes okay. Something's wrong. Something's weird. At first it's sweet, soft, sponge with a hint of vanilla, but then something foreign grates against your tongue. You pause. Your stomach tightens as you pull the bite from your mouth, revealing long strands of hair tangling in the frosting. What the hell? Ew. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Did Mom poison me? You run to the sink, spitting it out, gagging, but it's as if your body has already decided to reject it more. A sudden heave forces you into the sink as bile rises uncontrollably. Must get it out. What's happening? Must get it out. You continue to vomit, various substances escaping your lips. Your lunch from today. Spit, spit and stomach acid and... Oh well, all that food went to waste. Must get it out. What's happening? Must get it out. More hair. Get it out of me, get it out of me. You clutch the edge of the sink, trembling as more hair spills from your mouth, clinging to your lips like something's alive. Please, someone help me. The tang of stomach acid burns your throat, but what follows sends cold terror coursing through your veins. Chunks of meat, raw and gelatinous, hit the sink with wet, sickening splats. You try to catch your breath, but another wave overtakes you. Your body convulses, bringing up more and more hair, bites, and undigested food, and then... teeth? Jagged yellow teeth rattling against the porcelain basin. This isn't real. This isn't real. Maybe you're hallucinating again, you think. Maybe this isn't real. This might be real. But the sensation, the heaving, the burning bile, the slick muck sliding from your mouth, it's too vivid, too visceral. Stop. The grotesque parade of horrors continue, spilling from you like some cursed fountain. Stop it. Each retch leaves you weaker, yet the torrent doesn't abate. Stop this. As your trembling hands clutch the edge of the sink, you dare a glance at the carnage below, and then you see it. Are those eyes? Amid the hair, bile, and undefinable chunks, something small and malformed shifts. It's pink and slimy. It's like a ball of meat, alive. It expands and deflates, ever so slightly, almost like it's breathing. You notice some of the chunks were teeth and what seems like an eye staring back at you. What's happening? This isn't real. Was that like alive? You can't seem to form the words to even begin to describe the horror that you produce from the depths of your throat. What's happening? This isn't real. What? Grabbing the faucet, you turn it on full blast, desperate to erase the nightmare. Water gushes down, carrying clumps of gunk with it, but the sink quickly clogs. The fetid water pools around the mess, rising in defiance of your efforts. Frustration boils over. You seize the nearest object, a hairbrush, and jam it into the drain, jabbing furiously. The bristles bend and snap as you shove harder, muttering through gritted teeth, then shouting, "Go down already." Each shove it is punctuated by your screams, your voice hoarse and cracking. The sink gurgles as bits of the gunk slowly spiral downward, disappearing into the pipes. Is that a hand? Finally, the water drains, leaving the basin empty except for lingering streaks of slime. You stand there, panting, your knuckles white as you grip the edge of the counter. The silence that follows is deafening, broken only by your ragged breathing. And then you hear it, faint but unmistakable, a soft, pitiful cry. You stumble back from the sink, your legs shaking uncontrollably, and you collapse onto the floor. Hot tears streaming down your face as you gasp for breath. The sound of your own ragged sobs filling the suffocating silence of the kitchen. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen. Please forgive me. You clasp your hands together, so tight until the knuckles turn white, as you pray fervently to anyone, or anything that will listen to your cries. Please, please forgive me, Kazuki. I'm trying, I swear. I'm trying. I'll find out who did this to you. I'll make them pay. Just please don't hate me. You moved on? Kazuki? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please, I'm doing my best. I'll avenge you, I swear. How could you? You moved on already, Kazuki. No, I didn't. No, A liar. You're a liar. You've already forgotten me, cheated on me, like none of it mattered. No, that's not true. We weren't even really married, you know that? It wasn't real. Not real, then what are we? Nothing? A lie? Is that what I was to you? Cheater. I mean, to be fair, yeah, the relationship was kind of forced, so, you know, arranged marriage, quote unquote. No, I'm not. Not what? You feel a gentle tug at your sleeve, and as your well, I guess it's supposed to be, and as you turn, the words escape your lips in an instant. Oh, Ryota. I wanted to check on you just in case. I'm glad I did. You look like you've been through a lot tonight. Are you alright? You feel a rush of panic flow through you. No, you're not alright. You haven't been for a very long time. No, Kazuki, he needs me. He's angry that I moved on with my life. I haven't. Doesn't he see that? I'm trying so hard to help him and keep myself together. I tried so hard and got so far. And yet, burying your face in your hands, you feel the guilt burn through your stomach. There you go again, playing the victim. A voice rings inside your head. But you've done enough. His voice finally pierces through the veil of thoughts swirling through the abyss of your heart. What? You're probably beating yourself up again, thinking about how much more you have to do, but... Ryota hesitantly takes a seat next to you on the floor as he says gently, "You've done enough. Everything you've done for Kazuki, I'm sure he appreciates it, both in life and in death. No, if he did, he wouldn't have been angry with me. He wouldn't do all of this." You see Ryota hesitate, as that moment you were sure he would dismiss your claims, just like your mother had. Maybe he wasn't that type of person, but he had always been the quiet, logical type, content with silence and reason. I don't think Kazuki would be the type of person to hold a grudge like that. You didn't expect Ryota to say something like that. In fact, you never even knew he viewed Kazuki in a positive light, given how little they interacted when he was still alive. What makes you say that? Ah, well, I was never a fan of your marriage to him, but it was something your mother wanted, and I guess, in definition, something you wanted too. But I was particularly upset about it, especially on your wedding day. I couldn't believe you would marry a stranger just like that. I wanted to ask you, out of everyone in your life, why him? But during the reception, I saw how nervous you were and how you were trembling at the altar. You really wanted to, you really wanted to be there. I really wanted to be there for you, but I couldn't. I wasn't. Yet he was. He took your hand and said his vows slowly and gently, letting you collect your nerves once more. And at that moment, I had my answer. You let his words sink in. The memory comes back to you so vividly, as if it happened yesterday. You are so nervous on your wedding day, standing in front of all those people, your heart pounding against your ribs like a caged bird. The dress barely fitted, clung too tightly in some places and felt loose in others. The makeup was thick, stifling, each droplet of sweat threatening to streak your carefully painted cheeks. You kept whispering to yourself, just today, just get through today, and then it'll be over. Well, even as you tried to steady yourself, a new thought wormed its way in, unsettling it with a fragile resolve you built up that morning. What if things get worse? What if this wasn't the end of her control? What if your mother's shadow loomed even larger after this, her expectations heavier than ever? Oh, so I guess like the sole reason why she went through with the wedding is just like hoping that her mother would finally get off her back. Hmm. What if this wasn't your freedom but another shackle? Your legs began to tremble, your palms damp with sweat, your breath caught in your throat. Just as your vision blurred with the sting of tears, a warmth wrapped around your hand, steady and reassuring. You looked up and there he was, Kazuki, smiling that soft, knowing smile. The one he always wore when he was trying to coax you out of your spiraling thoughts. The same smile he'd carry into the afterlife, etched forever in your memory. Without a word, he gave your hand a gentle squeeze, anchoring you to the moment. Then, with a calming rhythm, he began reciting his vows, each word deliberate and steady, like a lighthouse guiding you through a storm. I, Shimizui Kazuki, take you, Doc Plague, to be my lawfully wedded wife. I don't agree to this. To have and to hold from this day forward. For better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part. Yeah, death already did us part. You could go now. Thank you. His voice was like a balm, soothing the chaos inside you. By the time he finished, the tremor in your legs had stilled, your breath evened out. You found the courage to speak your part. I, Doc Plague, take you. No, I don't. I disagree to all of this. I disagree. Shimizuki Kazuki to be my lawfully wedded husband. But to have and to hold from this day forward. For better or for worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part. Again, I disagree. Nope. I object. The officiant's voice broke through the haze of the moment, calm and resolve. With that, you may kiss the bride. No. No. You close your eyes, your breath catching once more. No. Not from panic this time, but from the anticipation of Kazuki's kiss. Bleh. The world around you seemed to dissolve into nothing, but the warmth of his hands in yours and the love reflected in his eyes. I thought we had like a mutual, like a friendship kind of thing. Like we were just friends, you know? But like, god damn it. The memory fades and you return to the present. The weight of Riota's voice pulling you back to reality. Do you really think that kind of person would hurt you now, or hate you that much? You finally stopped shaking. You were so wrapped up in everything, all the bad memories that surrounded his death and the memory that he had become, that you had forgotten the person he was. Kind, caring, sweet. A friend. Yeah. And you missed him dearly. He wouldn't, not the Kazuki I knew. But spirits, they can become corrupted after death. Who knows what type of grudges they might hold. You might have a point, but you know, more often than not, sometimes evil spirits tend to take the form of the people we know best, and twist their memory into something warped. Are you sure? Are you saying whatever's haunting you, it might not be Kazuki? Yeah, it might be a demon. You absorb his words, and deep down a quiet certainty settles within you. It couldn't have been him in anger, the malice. It didn't belong to someone as kind as him. No, it couldn't have come from anyone human. If it's not Kazuki, then what could it be? Ryota remains silent, his gaze fixed on you, an intensity in his eyes that speaks of hesitation and a struggle to find the right words. Ryota, I never wanted to drag you into my problems, but after everything that's happened, I can't ignore it anymore. There's something following me, something haunting me too. The words hit you like a chill wind, leaving you frozen in place. Haunted. Ryota too? Oh, the person like leering around the corner. That might be who's haunting him. Was he just trying to bridge the gap between you to prove he understood that he wasn't as distant as he seemed? Or worse, could whatever was tormenting him somehow be connected to you? Oh no, it couldn't possibly be from me, could it? No, this has been going on since I was a kid. Actually, the reason I got to know your mom, and it's the reason I got to know your mom in the first place. The revelation settles over you, piece by piece. You remember how your mother had always explained her connections to Ryota and Yoko as a natural fondness. She had been their teacher and had a sense of material duty she couldn't ignore. Yet, as the truth unfolds, you're not surprised. Deep down, some part of you had always known there was more to their bond than she had let on. It's not easy to talk about, but you know your mom, she tried to get me to join that religious group too. I knew, yeah, so our mom is a part of the cult. Told me it would fix everything. She told me it would get rid of her. But I'm not sure I believe her. I'm not sure I believe in anything anymore. The scar on his arm caught the light briefly, the old mark of a battle he couldn't quite escape from, both physical and mentally. I'm I'm curious if he has like a mark, some you know how, like when we bleed we got that eye on our hand. I'm wondering if it's like similar to him, because he's got a mark on his hand too. He wanted to ask about it, but his vulnerability stops you. Instead, you simply reach out and place a hand on his, feeling the weight of his silent struggles in the quiet of the moment. Anyway, whatever's haunting you, it might not be so different from what's latched onto me. So I don't know if I have the right to say this, but I don't think you should let it ruin the happy memories you have with Kazuki. We both know that, despite what your mother says, you're doing your best to move forward, to live, even after everything. And we also know that. It's what he would have wanted too. A quiet understanding settles between you, unspoken yet palpable. His words struck a chord, resonating deep within you, as truth you hadn't fully allowed yourself to embrace before. Thank you for everything, for staying by my side through all of this. Why wouldn't I? You were my warmth growing up. You still are. I'd always do the same for you. He shifted closer, and you both sat there in the silence, the quietest place you'd ever known. Neither of you had the answers, but at that moment, you didn't need them. You just needed each other. Eventually, time passes between the two of you peacefully. I should be heading home. It's about time for the last trains to run, and I better not miss it. Are you going to be okay? He gives a reassuring smile in the face of your concern. How about this? I'll send you a text when I get home safe. Does that sound good enough to you, Doc Plague? You say your goodbyes, and once he's gone, your gaze falls to Kazuki's altar. His framed picture, still and silent, gazes back at you. The smile he wore in death no longer holds malice or anger, hatred or greed. No, it was the smile he had at your wedding, reassuring you that everything was going to be fine. And somehow you believed it still is. Eventually your phone buzzes. The comforting words of "I made it home" appeared on the screen, and you slowly drift off, as even the phone's soft illumination goes dark for the night. Okay, so bed. Your phone buzzes with a notification. It's from Mom. "I'm busy with important matters. I won't be able to be there for you for a while. Take care of yourself." You stare at the screen, a sigh escaping your lips as relief floods in. What the? Good for me, I guess. Maybe I'll get some peace without her breathing down my neck. But something feels off. The phrasing is strange. Almost like she's choosing her words carefully. There's no condensation or nagging, just silence after the message. Maybe I should. You stare at the message thread, your thumb hovering over the keyboard. A simple "are you alright" forms in your mind, but something stops you. Memories of her constant control, her overbearing presence flash through your mind. No, she doesn't need that from me, not after everything. Instead, you type out a single word. Okay. You hit send and lock your phone, tossing it aside. For once, the silence feels like it's yours to control. Oh, what the? The funny thing about curses, they have a way of sticking around, don't they? Once upon a time, back in an era where lords were powerful, and spirits were just as real as the air we breathe, there was a tale that began with a powerful man and a simple girl. They weren't supposed to meet, much less fall in love. The girl had a way of drawing people in, even those who should have known better, the strong, the kind, the wise, the loyal. Couldn't help but get caught up in her orbit, and where sorrow lingers, darkened things are far behind. Drawn not by her, but by the quiet ache clinging to the ones around them. Despite everything, she had to practice them, so she made a sacrifice, one meant to save everyone she cared about. But sacrifices like that come with a price. In her final moments, a wish was formed. Something simple, something all too human. But even the smallest wishes can have powerful consequences. And so a curse was born. One that tied her fate to those around her, locking them all in a cycle that couldn't escape. Not until she made a choice. Not until someone was brave enough to break the pattern. So here we are, curses, gods, ghosts, and a whole lot of unresolved tension. But hey, no pressure in the end. It's all about who you choose. No big deal, right? We had like a nice little intro there. Day 5. Surprised that's not the end of the demo. You dream of the past few days, your fragmented memories stitched together in a haze of sleep. Faces flicker in and out, voices echo in half-formed thoughts. Yeah, I just thought of this. That book we read earlier about like the feudal lord and about like the woman he fell in love with who kept bringing calamity. Like I said, that story might tie into this. So I'm guessing like the character we're playing is like cursed and everyone is like doomed to like repeat this sequence over and over and over again. You're seeing people again, connecting, resurfacing from the place you're buried yourself in for so long. You're finally crawling out of that pit that you've spent in for the last few months. But you're beginning to feel tired. You don't know how long you can keep this up. You dream of Ryota, of the way he stands beside you, quietly, like he's always been there, like he never left. You remember how easy it was to overlook him before. He never demanded anything, never asked to be seen. But now in the silence after everything fell apart, you notice the way he listens. The way he tries, in that subtle, quiet way of his, to make things feel safe, even if he's unraveling too. You didn't see his kindness before, and it hurts knowing it took your own tragedy to recognize the warmth he's been offering all along. You wish he had noticed sooner. You dream of Haruki. He's laughing again, effortlessly bright, skipping stones like nothing in the world could weigh him down. You barely know him, and yet he looks at you like he's known your sadness forever. There's something about the way he brushes off the dark with jokes and half-serious stories that makes you want to believe in something, anything. And that terrifies you. You don't understand him. A part of you wants to run. You're afraid of what he knows, but something draws you into him. You might be losing your mind. You dream of Rin. He used to be just a name, your neighbor, you never thought twice about. But now he's everywhere. In the hallway, on the street, in your dreams. It feels like something is guiding him towards you, or dragging him back from the edge. You can't tell if it's safe, or punishment, or mercy. Sometimes he looks like he's carrying a burden too, heavy for words, like there's something inside him clawing its way out. You wonder what changed, you wonder why you feel like you're supposed to understand him. Why when he looks at you, you feel like you're both trapped in the same impossible story. You can't tell if some sort of divine intervention is punishing him or giving him a second chance. You never thought you'd find light again, not after Kazuki's death. But somehow you're still standing, still breathing, still piecing yourself together, bit by bit. Maybe he's watching over you. He wouldn't have probably said something like that. You should believe in yourself more, Doc Plague. You're strong in your own way. You've done well, I'm proud of you. I haven't done much. But you've done well, better than anyone expected from you. Maybe I guess so. I'm sorry I had to leave so soon. I wanted to stay, I really did. I know. That's why I tried so hard to find out what happened, to help you, to help us. You've carried so much, Doc Plague, and my biggest regret is not telling you the truth when I had the chance. And even now, you're picking up the pieces I left behind. I'm sorry. But you're not alone. You met a lot of people who cared about you. They really do love you, and as jealous as that makes me, you might love them too, or at least grow to. I hope my memories won't stop you from living your life. What we had, it meant the world to me. Even if it was short-lived, it mattered. You mattered. In this life, and the ones before it, thank you. I hope to see you soon, but I know that you'll be making your choice soon. Or maybe by the time you see this, you've already done so. Regardless, I love you. Let's meet again soon, Doc Plague. You wake up, the dream already fading like smoke in a morning light. You reach for it, desperate to hold on, but it slips through your fingers. You're sure it was something kind, something warm, yet all that's left is an empty ache where the memory should be. For a moment, you just lie there, stuck between sleep and waking, trying to hold on to the quiet before everything comes rushing back. And then you remember. The worry settles in again, heavy and familiar. You grab your phone from the nightstand, hoping stupidly, maybe that there's something waiting for you. Nothing. No messages, no calls. Still nothing from her. You stare at the screen for a while, your chest getting tighter. Maybe something did happen. Maybe something's wrong. You wanted to text her. You almost did. Oh, did our mom disappear now? So, if we go to our mom's house and we find a suicide note, but your fingers freeze, what if she says something you don't want to hear? What if she says nothing at all? She's your mom. Yeah, I figured it was her mom. You care about her, despite everything that has happened. You still do, right? You pull the blanket tighter around yourself, trying to block out the awful feeling in your chest. I'm a good daughter, you tell yourself. I am. Call your mom. You pick up the phone gingerly and ring your mom. It rings once. It rings twice. But again, nothing happens. Why do I even bother? She's not worth it. Suddenly your phone buzzes, and despite the mental turmoil a few seconds ago, you snatch your phone frantically, unlocking the new message from your mom. Please stop calling this number. As I said before, I will be gone for a while. Keep your heart open and seek out your wisdom. That's already sketch. That's sketch. There it is again, that sense of unease. With everything that's happened last night, and the weird thing going on with Mom, maybe I should call in sick today. You call Ryota to relay the message. Hey, sorry, I'm still a little shaken from last night. I don't think I'll be able to come in today. Are you okay? I'll come over. I can't just leave you alone like this. No, really, it's alright, Ryota. I just need some time. I'll be fine. You know you can rely on me, right? I'll always be here for you, Doc Plague. Always. Thank you, Ryota. I appreciate it. I think I just need to rest a little longer. I understand. Take all the time you need. I'll come visit you after, if that's okay. You don't have to, Ryota. I know, I don't, but I want to. Wait for me, Doc Plague. You switch off your phone and slip into bed. The sun hasn't really risen yet, but the morning sun feels cold and sterile, reminiscent of the night before. You close your eyes, but your thoughts claw their way back to your mother. You try not to think about her, you try not to care, but the fear creeps in anyway, quiet like the never-ending noise in your head. Your skin feels damp with sweat, the sheets feel too tight. Your hair tingle around your neck, feels like it's choking you. Your pulse thuds heavy in your chest, louder than it should be. Too loud, too similar. They sound like the drums. Like the ones you hear when no one's around. Like something's waiting just beyond the edge of sleep. That's kind of creepy. The noise grows until you can't tell if it's in your head or in the walls. And just as your heart begins to race, sleep finally and unwillingly drags you under. What the hell is that? I'm getting impatient. I can't stand it. Every heartbeat, every breath she clings to, it grates on me. They keep interfering one after another like gnats buzzing in my ears. But it's her I want, just her. Just one crack, one slip. Let the fear splinter her resolve. Let the despair hollow her out. Just need her to crack. And then finally, I can feast. The others. They're moving faster than I anticipated. Their hands are all over the board, pulling her this way and that way. Away from me. We have to act now before she... No. No, not again. I won't lose her to them again. She won't make the wrong choice. She won't. I just need one more chance, one more opening, one whisper in the right ear. If I can reach her again, just once, she'll remember. She'll remember everything. And then, she'll come back to me. You jolt awake, breath catching in your throat. Your eyes blink against the light, only to realize there is none. You fumble for your phone, the screen glows to life. Two things greet you. The time, 8 o'clock p.m. And a single message from your mother. Your heart stutters as you unlock it. The message is short, unmistakable. I'm fine. You stare, your chest tightens. You don't know what to feel. You're never one to linger in communicating with her. A quick word or two usually suffices, and yet, this time unfamiliar weight coils in your chest, slow and instant. A flicker of uncertainty, sharp as a spark, begins to burn beneath your ribs, urging you to reach out and ask for more. You want to ask her, are you sure? If something's wrong, please let me know. But instead you hesitate, your fingers hovering over the screen. You know you should. You know you want to. But you can't bring yourself to do it. No, maybe it's nothing. You're just being paranoid. Nothing to get too worked up over. As Mom always says, you tap send, but then nothing. The screen pulses with silence, followed by the system error. Message failed to send. Recipient unavailable. That's already sketch too. You feel the burning rise again, bubbling up behind your eyes, hot and relentless. She probably turned off her phone. I'm just being overly anxious again. Maybe I should just get out for a bit, run some errands, even if it's late. You clean yourself up and head out, trying hard not to think about anything else. But no matter how hard you try, her words cling to you because you know far too well how it is to lie so easily. No tasks. Suddenly your phone rings. It's Yoko. Hello, I was worried you wouldn't pick up. Ryota mentioned you were feeling well today. I hope you're doing a little better. Well, maybe just a bit better than I was this morning. That's a relief. Sorry for the sudden call. The thing is, Ryota dropped by the cafe earlier and, surprise, surprise, he left his phone behind again. I was wondering, could you pick it up and hand it to him tomorrow morning at work? Sure, no problem. I was already out anyway. I'll swing by the cafe to grab it. Thank you, Ami-chan. You're always so sweet to us. I'll be waiting. Ah, Ami-chan, thanks for coming. I'd go find Ryota myself, but my boss is in a mood today. He gave me the stink eye just now. Can you believe it? The nerve. Anyway, here's Ryota's phone. Maybe you'll run into him somewhere around town. Then you can hand it to him. No rush. Not that he'll miss it much anyways. Aside from work stuff, I don't think anyone really texts him except us. Oh no, that sounded mean, didn't it? I didn't mean it like that. Oops. Anyway, I hope you're feeling better. I'm doing alright, yeah, it's alright. You got that look to you again. That look that says you're trying to figure out something or someone. Is this about your mom? You've always got that distinct frown whenever you think about your mom. So, she's keeping things from me again. I mean, she's always like this, but I don't know why this time it feels particularly stressful. And I'm afraid of pushing and asking her because that's not like me either. To worry so much about her either. I'm just confused and scared of what she might say. It's terrifying, isn't it? The idea of not knowing. It's even more terrifying to ask. Not just because of the lies, but because once the truth comes out, it changes everything. Maybe you're not sure if you even want to know everything. Because what if knowing makes it worse? But you can't live your whole life walking on eggshells, Doc Plague. You can't keep shrinking yourself to fit into other people's secrets. You're allowed to feel betrayed, you're allowed to be angry, but don't let that anger become your compass. Let it pass and ask. Push for the truth, even if it hurts. And when you get your answers, really listen. You don't have to trust blindly, but don't shut people out just because they kept things from you either. Hey, you don't tell me everything either, but I'm sure you have your reasons. Sometimes people hide things because they're scared too. That doesn't make it right, but maybe it makes them human. Anyway, I'll stop being dramatic now. Thanks again for helping with Ryota's phone. I should get going before my boss gives me another stinky eye. I'll see you around, Doc Plague. Oh, the cat's at the cafe. Yes, you spot familiar stray cats, Miyabi, lounging outside the cafe. He stares at you as you leave, eyeing you meticulously as if waiting for your arrival. He lets out a loud meow before starting off a few meters ahead. Or strutting. As he walks ahead, he turns back to give you a pointed look, like he's personally offended you haven't started following him yet. F it, follow the cat. Miyabi meows in approval and continues to lead you through the alleyways, weaving between the narrow streets and hidden corners of the city. Before you knew it, Miyabi has led you towards the direction of Haruki's office. And with that, Miyabi left, flickering his tail at you as he disappears into the shadows of the alley. You knock on Haruki's door. There's no answer. But something feels off. The door is slightly ajar. You hesitate, then push it gently, stepping inside. Haruki? The office is dim and cluttered, as if it hasn't seen sunlight in weeks. Papers are scattered across the floor, stacked in unstable towers on the desk. Sticky notes cling to old monitors like wilted leaves. His office is a cold, cluttered mess, papers strew across every surface. Piles of folders threatening to collapse, the floor barely visible beneath it all. But what really catches your eye are the objects that don't belong. Strange talismans pinned to the walls, amulets strung along shelves, like charms warding off something unseen. A shrine of beliefs and symbols wedged awkwardly between coffee-stained reports and half-filled notebooks. Faith woven into filing systems. It doesn't make sense. And yet somehow it does. It made as much sense as Haruko. Just like him, his office was messy, disorganized, but deliberate. You step carefully around the clutter, avoiding the mess and folders and papers scattered across the floor. You pick up one at random and begin flipping through it. Notes, case files, client reports. Haruka's handwriting scrawled across the pages, some neat, others frantic. One entry is about a housewife convinced her home was haunted. Turns out her teenage sons were staging ghost videos to upload to YouTube. Ha! Hey man, you gotta get those views somehow. Their top video got 100 views. Aw. Another file talks about an overworked office lady who suffered such intense grief, it began attracting malevolent spirits. Not ghosts of the dead, just things. Negative energy is drawn to pain like flies to rot. That one hits a little too close. Still, judging by the sheer volume of these cases, business seems to be booming. Haruki's either incredibly good at what he does or just convinced enough that desperate people keep coming back. Maybe both, you included. Then something folded neatly between the pages catches your eye. You pulled it out. A flyer. Familiar. The same ones you've seen before, the one from that religious sect. So they're targeting Haruka's clients now. You frown, thumbing the edges of the paper. Guess they'll take anyone who'll listen. I don't know if I should spend, like, too much time here. You walk over to the whiteboard, eyeing the mess of notes pinned across it, with red string in every direction. Messy notes, color-coded string, and wild scribbles that probably made sense only to Haruki. Your eyes land on a yellowed scrap of paper, pinned dead center to the board. 8th September 2022 will be an interesting day for the Queen. A prediction 13 years from now. It's absurd, but also very Haruki. Still, none of it seems useful, just the usual paranoia that fills half his workspace. But then something else catches your eye. Behind the chaos, tucked behind the edges of the board, is a stack of papers not part of the conspiracy college, hidden, maybe on purpose. You step closer, hesitating for a moment. Do you tear down the board to reach it? No. You hesitate, hand hovering just inches from the papers. But in the end, you pull back. Messy, strange, but also oddly personal. You don't want to dig through his life without permission. He'd probably just laugh it off, but still. You take a step back, letting your eyes wander across the board again. August 12th, 2036, the heat death of the universe. Okay, yeah, I think I had enough. You turn away, but something tugs at you. A quiet, persistent nudge lingers at the back of your mind, urging you to look past Ruka's endless web of conspiracy theories, as though the chaos laid before you is just the surface of something deeper. Haruka, too, feels the same, disorganized on the outside, unreadable. But there's more to him, something he's not showing. Should I really leave it? Fine, move the papers. It's definitely... Oh. You reach out and begin pulling away the layers of string, newspapers, and pinned notes. What was once just a chaotic board slowly reveals something more deliberate underneath. Faint words peek through the worn paper. Established in the 1960s, but origins trace back to the Reiwa era. Many women recruited, most vanished from the public eye. Renowned spiritual master joins under unclear circumstances. Current leader, identity unknown. At the center, etched clearly in black ink, is a symbol you recognize all too well, and a name you've heard far too often. Roshi no Kami. You always knew Haruki had some kind of tie to the organization, but this goes deeper than you ever imagined. He's investigating the cult. Behind the layers of conspiracy and junk, you find a full wall of research. Pages and pages of documents mapping the group's history, down to every bizarre prediction they've ever made, clippings from newspapers, flyers, public scandals, but what stops you cold are the notes about you. They talk about your history, ramblings, and things that don't make sense, incoherent words seemingly talking about the past connection of some sort. They reference your confusion, your pain, the isolation that followed. They mention your mother and her eventual involvement with the organizations, things that even you didn't know about. But it doesn't stop there. There are entries that haven't happened yet, notes about your eventual involvement with the group, your connection to something called the Trigger, and finally, in thick red ink, the Choice. But among the scribbles, something even more unnerving catches your eye. The same two words, I'm sorry, scribbled over and over. Scrawling beside every recorded calamity, every chilling prediction. Something frantic, but all tinged with the same description. As if apologizing could undo what had already happened, or what was still to come. You step back, breath catching in your throat as the whole wall comes into view. The strings, the headlines, the predictions, the apologies. Compared to the tangled web of conspiracy theories, this is something else entirely. More chaotic, yes, but this time it doesn't feel fabricated. You can see his thoughts bleeding into the page, the fear, the guilt. The more you read, the less you understand. The words blur together, their meaning slips through your fingers, and all that's left on the board are his fears. No matter how cheerful Haruki seems, how easy his smile comes, or how casually he talks, you really don't know him. You can even trust someone. Can you even trust someone like that? Yes. Whatever Haruka's hiding from you, for now, it doesn't matter. What matters is right in front of you, spelling out across the board, clear as day. He's afraid of something. Something big enough to shatter through his persona. And even if he can't bring himself to tell you everything, you'll stand by him anyway. He's been kind to you. He's shown you warmth that when he didn't have to. And if someday he ends up betraying you, you know you'd still regret not trying to help him when he needed it most. Because no matter how much doubt clouds your mind, one thing feels certain. Haruka is a good person. At least you believe he is. Suddenly the phone in your pocket vibrates. Without thinking, you pull it out, but then pause when you realize it's not yours, it's Ryota's. The screen lights up with a new message. It's from your mother. Keep her occupied for now. From Madame. That's even more sketch. You almost lose your balance. This whole time you were worried about her, wondering what she's hiding. Whether she's safe, whether she even cares. And yet she's texting Ryota behind your back. You don't know whether to laugh, cry, or feel completely numb. A tight knot forms in your chest, confused, giving gives way to something heavier, more invasive curiosity. You stare at the phone, its screen still glowing in your hands. Start checking the messages. You might see some more sketch stuff. You could unlock it just to make sense of it all this. But then again, you said you trusted him. And this doesn't feel like something a trusting person would do. I'm actually curious. Try unlocking his phone. There's a couple for Mom. Keep her in line next time. Report. She's doing well. Not well enough. I'm heading over. I don't think that's necessary, ma'am. Nonsense. I clearly need to intervene. When does she get off work again? 8 p.m. I'll be gone for a bit. The elders have summoned me. Monitor her as per usual. Keep her off. He's a part of the cult. He's in the cult. Is everybody in the cult? Ryota and your mom have been talking. You've always known about it, but reading the actual text messages makes your stomach churn for some reason. Maybe facing it straight on is too much for you. Because then it means that everything you feared, every uncomfortable thought in your mind was true. That Ryota might never have been on your side at all. And it hurts. God, it hurts. You hate her for it, and you hate him for it. But you can't, not really. You know it's not entirely his fault. I think she needs to leave town. She needs to skip town. She needs to run away. Get far away from these people. Because there is something up. But you're still so angry. It boils within you. He could have done more. He should have. Should you still trust a man like this? We'll trust him for now. You quietly lock the phone and slip it back into your pocket. Your thoughts drifting, everything the two of you have been through, all the way from your childhoods till now. It might hurt for now, but that doesn't mean Ryota isn't trying in his own way. He's struggling just like you are. And if he can't say the right words, if he's still afraid to face things, then maybe what he needs is someone who won't give up on him. Because, you know, he'd do the same. Ryota is a good person that you're sure of. Does that mean, like, the only person to trust right now is Ren? Unless, like, you lean in, straining to catch any sound beyond the door, but there's nothing. It's not unusual for Ren, yet the silence in the apartment building presses on you, leaving a gnawing sense of unease. I'm heading home now. Suddenly you feel a tap on your shoulder. Son of a bitch. Pardon me, ma'am. I hope life's been kind to you lately. Who? It's you again. Ah, so you remember us. That's a good sign. Perhaps you've taken a moment to reflect on our scriptures. I haven't, and once again, I'm not interested. That's disappointing to hear. You know, many of the troubles you've been facing, they're not uncommon. In fact, they're expecting when one strays too far from the path. The spirits, for example, don't. I've heard this speech before, but I overcame it myself in my own strength. So no offense, but I think I can handle whatever else that comes my way. That's certainly one approach, but imagine how much lighter your burdens could be if only you'd... No, thank you. I really hope that's the last time I see them. Maybe I should report this to the police. Try to find Ryota around the town. Police state visit the I wonder if the police are in on it. Where would Ryota be? parking lot. We weren't able to go there last time. There doesn't seem to be anyone or anything here. Your breath hitches. Something's wrong. You don't know how or why, but you know. It slams into you like a wave, the pull, the panic, the overwhelming sense that something at home is off. Like a fire just started and you didn't hear the alarm. Like you're already too late. I have to go. Something's not right. I'm heading home now. You hear someone call your name. Doc Plague, there you are. Footsteps close in fast before you can react. You feel the heat of someone's breath against your cheek. This cocksucker again. I've been looking everywhere for you. The others keep letting you slip through, but not me. I don't blame them though. They're not exactly persuasive. But you can't keep running from this. You have to listen. There's not much time left. Come with us. You'll see. You'll understand. I said no, stay away from me. You try to push him away, but he only steps closer, his eyes dark and unyielding. You don't get it. They don't want us to tell you anything, but I know you want to know. It's tearing you apart, isn't it? The emptiness, that fear. I can take it away right now. All you have to do is follow me. The stranger reaches out and grabs your arm, but stops himself, slightly hovering above your skin. One step is all it takes. No, I'm not going anywhere with you. You don't understand what's at stake, so just come with us. He'll guide you to salvation. I told you no, stay back. This isn't just about you anymore. I have to do this for all our sakes. His hands shoot out, gripping your wrist. It's cold, firm, and desperate. What the? Let go of me. Someone help! You scan your surroundings, but the people nearby avert their eyes, walking faster, pretending not to see. You twist, fight. Your heart pounding as his grip tightens. He'll save us, all of us. Through me, through you. It hurts. What's wrong with you? Let go. In his agony, his grip falters. You yank yourself free, stumbling back and running, leaving him behind, writhing, babbling in broken fragments. Something... So, I imagine, like, all around here... What is that? The shrine is quiet, the air thick with the scent of incense and the soft rustle of leaves in the breeze. You step into the worn stone path, the coolness of the river breeze brushing against your skin. The shrine stands serene, a small wooden structure adored with faded paper talismans fluttering in the wind. You take a deep breath, the tranquility of the place settling over you like a comforting blanket. Pray. You close your eyes and clasp your hands, whispering a short prayer. You hope Kazuki's spirit finds peace. I'm heading home now. It's a bit early to go home, besides the house is making me feel uncomfortable. So we can't go home yet. There's stuff we need to do. I guess we could head up to the police station. You hear footsteps approaching from behind. Hello, ma'am. We meet again. You again? It's the chick. No matter how many people you send to me, I don't want to hear it. So listen to me for the last time. I don't want anything to do with your organization, so leave me alone. Yes, you made that perfectly clear, twice in fact. But this isn't about you, it's about your mother. My mother? She has finally embraced the full potential of our Lord Hiroshi no Kami. She's transcended. She's become one with him. What are you talking about? Where is she? As I said, she has risen in ranks and she is one with the Lord now. We can help you too, just as we helped her. So come, follow us. We'll give you salvation. No, just tell me where she is. She's with us, and judging by the look on your face, you're worried. She sent you a message, didn't she? What did it say? She said she's fine, but... And now you choose to play the loving daughter. How convenient. You ignored her for so long, and suddenly her absence means something to you. What do you know about our relationship? I don't care about her. Things are just complex in our relationship. It's complicated. And don't you want to fix that? It's not too late. You can still have the mother you've always longed for. It's all within your reach as long as you join us. No, your phone rings, slicing through the tension like a blade. I need to answer this. Hello? Doc Plague, you need to come back. Your mom just showed up and she's at the house looking for you. My mom? Why didn't she call me? What's happened to her? Wait. How do you know she's home? There's no time to explain over the phone. Just get home quickly. We're already here waiting for you, so come back quick. I have to go, please. Just tell my mother to contact me directly. Wait. You don't have to go. Come back. Something's not right. We still have Ryota's phone. Like, did he call us with her mom? I don't know. Something's up. Something's up. Ryota, what's going on? Where's my mom? Doc Plague, good, you're here. She just left, but she wanted me to tell you something. Something important. What do you mean? What did she say? She said she's given up on you. What? Ryota? What are you talking about? You heard me. She's done with you. Said you're a lost cause. No, that's not... She told me to tell you this herself. You're free now. Free to ruin your life however you see fit. Unless, of course, you finally do the one thing she asked of you. Join the organization, Doc Blake. Embrace Hiroshi no Kami's... I fucking knew it! That's the only path left for you. That's how you earn her forgiveness. Ryota, stop. This doesn't sound like you. Just let me... She won't speak to you, not unless you accept him, not unless you let him in. Please, just listen to me. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep disappointing her? Or will you finally stop being selfish and be the daughter she raised you to be? I won't listen to you. F you. I don't know what's gotten into you, but I'm not going to stand here and let you talk to me like she does. If something's wrong, then tell me, because the Ryota I know, he wouldn't speak to me this way. Ryota, you know. Don't make me laugh. You never know me. Did you really believe all those kind gestures were the real me? I've been tolerating you, tolerating your delusions, your mood swings, your constant need to play the victim. But now I'm done. I can't stand the way you cling to me, like I'm supposed to fix you. Oh, okay. Okay. Then get the fuck out of my apartment. That's why I'm relieved this fake relationship is finally over. We can stop pretending now. I don't know what to say. But I do. I've always resented you for going along with this fake relationship, just to keep your mother happy. I thought if we stood up to her together, she wouldn't be able to control us. But you just folded. You let her win. You ruined everything for both of us. And I hate you for that. I really, really hate you. I'm sorry, Yota, but I know I should have been a better friend to you. I was weak. I should have said no to her from the very beginning. I let fear control me, and I let you down. I know words can't undo what's already happening, but I will try to make things right. I hate him now. You were there for me when I needed someone the most, and now I'll do everything I can to be here for you too. But I can't let you insult me in the meantime. Still as selfish as ever. Always wallowing, always dragging people down with you. You think everything revolves around your sadness, your drama, your broken little world. Something's weird. Something's wrong. This isn't like you, Ryota. Ryota is kind. No matter how angry you were at me, you'd never say things like this. You were never hurtful. Unless it's not the real Ryota. Ha! I don't know if you're being delusional or just plain stupid. Just because I played nice to your face and said some nice words doesn't mean I actually meant them. No, I can feel it. Something about you isn't right. This isn't Ryota. Oh, really? A sudden psychic awakening? How convenient. Just another drama to tack onto this endless list of things you think make your life so tragic. This isn't Ryota. You're insane. You finally snapped. Just like your mother always said. This isn't him. You were always a lost cause. Oh? Oh well, you figured it out. Congratulations, I suppose. But no matter, things have finally begun to move again. You know, I really do want it to end, to finally put this wretched game to rest. With every cycle, every turn, I will grow stronger and soon, I won't need you at all. I've seen so many versions of you. Each version still clinging to hope. Still screaming to the dark. But you always come back, you always try. And I always win. Over and over and over again. Let's see how long you last this time. Doc Plague, wake up. Please, you have to get up. The fire, it's almost on you. You can survive this, but only if you move. Doc Plague, listen to me. Get up. Get up, Doc Plague. Get up. Your skin stings. Your clothes are burning away, melting to ash against your body. But still you move. Somehow you push yourself up. You scan the room in a panic. The smoke thick in the air, heat licking at your skin. Then your eyes land on it. The incense from Kazuki's shrine has toppled over. Somehow the flame grew large enough, and now it's spreading fast. The fire crackles and roars, devouring everything you once held dear. You stumble back, overwhelmed. Part of you wants to collapse right then and there. What's the point of fighting? What's left to save? But then, through the rising smoke, you see it, Kazuki's photo. Shattered on the floor, the glass fractured, but his face still visible. Something stirs in you. You have to keep going. You grit your teeth, pushing yourself up. You stand. Every step is agony. You're so close, your hand reaches towards the door handle. But then something grabs you. A hand, cold, strong, fingers curl around your neck, yanking you back into the smoke. You're not going anywhere. You thrash, choke, claw at the air. You were so close, the door was right there. But then the smoke swarms your vision, curdling into your lungs like poison. You almost made it. Almost. Something rips at your skin, dragging you back into the blaze. Is it the fire itself? The creature? You can't tell, your thoughts are blurring, flickering like dying embers. And just as the darkness threatens to swallow you whole, you see it. A silhouette rushes through the smoke, fast, desperate. Arms wrap around you, someone lifts you up. You can't see their face, but they're real, warm, solid. And then you breathe a sigh of relief and finally let go. End of demo version. Thank you for playing. That was a long ass demo. Holy shite. So, I wonder if it was like Haruki who saved us, or Ren. Who knows? Like, I honestly, at this point, I am very untrusting of like a lot of the people right now. Because I don't even know if Yoko is a part of the cult. Our mom's definitely a part of the cult, apparently. Ryota, maybe. Ren's the only one I'm a little bit on the fence about. Same with Haruka. Well, Haruka looks like he was investigating the cult, actually. So Haruki might actually be the good ending, maybe. I don't know. It's definitely, I'm definitely drawing a lot of theories to this game, but yeah. And God, this video is a long one. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the full release. It's definitely got my attention, and I'm coming up with a lot of theories, and I'm very skeptical about like everybody in this game. But if you guys enjoy the video, like and subscribe. As always, until next time, have a good day.